What's good, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the HERKS and Smallz Show, coming to you guys after week 10 of the NFL season. We're 10 weeks in. Season is not almost over, but it's just like, damn, it's already been 10 weeks. Some teams looking hot, some teams looking not. Over here not looking too hot either. Wasn't a great week of fantasy football for me. Wasn't a great week of football in general for me. It was just a bad weekend all around. If you ask me, it was just a terrible weekend of being a football fan. It was a little better for you, but Brady, how you doing, man?
I'll be honest with you, dog. I think seasonal depression is kicking my ass because I just don't have any urge to do shit, dog. And like, it's consensus everywhere. I think like it's obviously getting dark earlier, but like it hits 5:30 here and it's pitch black. That should not be the case. And then I'm waking up in the morning and there's snow on my car and it's 28 degrees. I hate the cold with every fiber in my being. And I don't know why this whole week I just been struggling to want to do anything other than just lay on the fucking couch and sleep. So I'm fighting through that, but other than that we're doing good. I'm not sick like yo ass. So I mean, I gotta step up on you there.
I mean, is that a fucking flex? I mean, I guess. I guess.
Yeah, I don't have low weak ass genes over here. Genetics are good.
Wow. I and I'm gonna say it's gonna sound like I'm fucking 40, but like as I've gotten older, I feel like my immune system has gotten like worse. Because when I was a kid, like I never got sick. I never missed a day of school for being sick or anything like that. I was always pretty healthy. Never got the cold or anything. I feel like the past couple of years I've been getting sick pretty bad. Like I am dealing with a little bit of a stomach bug. I don't know if I ate something or I don't know if I'm just like weather, but yeah, I've been rough today. I got home from work and I was like not even I was in the bathroom but not even like fucking taking a shit. I was in there just hunched over the fucking toilet just hating on it cuz it's like it's not like I was throwing up every 2 seconds, but it's like I would come back to my room and then it's like I'd get the urge again, then I'd have to go, and I didn't want to just
Maybe
be
a
sitting.
little TMI.
I didn't want to just be sitting in my room and then get that urge and I'm not able to make it to the bathroom. So it's like I just had to fucking stay in there for a while and just make sure it was all gone. But yeah, I'm doing all right. Other than that, like you said, but I wouldn't say it's like seasonal depression, but I definitely think the time change is playing a part. Like I just
Respectfully, y'all
we
don't
don't
fucking
have
have season.
yeah, exactly. So it's not seasonal depression, but I think just it getting dark outside is definitely playing a part on. Like I don't want to say my mood because I feel like I've been fine, but maybe just the vibes. I don't know. The vibes have just been a little not as high. But I still been like, going to the gym and eating well and stuff like that. It helps that I have my friend John who I've been going to the gym a lot. I plan on going to the gym tonight after we finish recording. So and it's supposedly leg day. I'm not looking forward to it, but yeah, I've been locked in at the gym. I can't complain. Work started the new position today at work.
How's it going?
Man, the day started off rough. So yesterday I look at my route. I check my work phone. I look at my route. No, I don't even look at my route first. I just see a text from George, the guy I always talk about, my coworker. Text me. He's like, "Bro, did you look at your route?" I was like, "No, what's going on?" And
Whoa!
the fact,
Last you had said he wasn't moving with you. He that coming?
yes, George came with me. George came with me. I'm surprised you caught that. Wow. But yes, George, look at you, man. I'm glad you pay attention to what I say. But yes, George came with. Not let me not say came with me, but just because of our manager.
Yeah.
He's like, look at your route, bro. And I checked my route, and it's 16 stores. And that may not sound like a lot but it's like usually I do anywhere from like 8 to like 10, 11. On a really long day, it's 12. But I checked and it was 16 stores. And I was like, fuck, that's gonna be a lot. Plus, I'm working bigger stores. It's not like they were all big stores because it's not fucking 16 targets. There's no way. It'd take me 3 days to get that shit. It was like smaller stores mixed in with those bigger ones. So I was like, holy shit, they're starting me off like not easily. They're not like fucking walking me into this. I'm full on sprinting already. And then mind you, they're starting me off not where I usually work at. I'm an hour away from home. Like I'm in the city called Stewart. So I'm like, fuck, bro, I gotta be up an extra hour early to drive all the way over there. And I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do. So I wake up at whatever time I wake up this morning, and we have the obviously all the stores listed on our work phone. So I click the address. I start heading there. And sometimes like the addresses on the work phone will be like off by a little bit. So like you'll have to put it into your personal phone sometimes just to find the exact place. So I just click it on the work phone and I start driving there and it makes me take a turn. And I take that turn, I check the GPS and it was I was 2 minutes away. I checked the GPS again and it says 38 minutes away. So it made me I don't know, it made me take a turn onto the turnpike. I don't know if the turnpike is a thing by you. Is that a thing? No, turnpike? So it made me take
Kind
a
of.
turn onto the turnpike. And the turnpike by me, I don't know if it's like everywhere. There's not many fucking exits. You got to go 20 minutes down before you can get off of the turnpike. It's not like the regular highway where there's an exit after every couple of minutes, after every few miles. You got to go fucking 20 minutes down before you can make a turn and turn all the way back around. So I make that turn. It adds 35 extra minutes because now it says 38 minutes or whatever. And I'm like, bro, you got to be fucking kidding me. So now I'm starting this new position. I'm gonna be late over half an hour. I just because this bullshit ass fucking app put the wrong address. So I'm like, fuck it. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I just start. I call my manager. I'm like, hey, G, the app was tweaking. Now it says I'm 30 minutes away because it made me take a wrong turn. He's like, all right, it's cool. It happens. It's whatever. So I go start driving. I start driving. It's like there's a faster route available. I'm like, oh, okay, let me take this faster route. I take the faster route. What do you fucking know? I make the turn. I'm cruising. It looks like, oh, okay, it cut down a couple of minutes. I start cruising down there. It jumps back up to fucking 36 minutes after I was already going down this road for like 15 minutes. So I'm like, bro, this is how the promotions get. Like, this is a sign of things to come. This promotion is gonna be fucking shitty. I'm ready to go back to my old position. I'm done with this. I'm about to call G. Yo, G, find somebody else. I'm going back. I'm going back to MSO. I cannot do this sales rep shit, bro. It's a sign. But I end up getting there. I end up just saying fuck the work phone. I just put it into my personal phone, and I end up getting there. And the day itself went pretty smooth. Like the stores were fine. I was able to get through. I didn't get through all 16. I got through 14 of the 16, which it is what it is. The next two stores will just be moved to tomorrow. But I felt like aside from that bullshit in the morning, the position itself I think went pretty well. It let me not say a seamless like transition. It is a lot more work and a lot more like things I have to like keep an eye on and a lot of things I have to manage. And but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's a lot of what I was already doing plus like making orders and a couple extra things. I think I'll be just fine, but it is gonna be a lot more. So like I'll be starting a lot earlier, and like I told you, I moved to 6 days a week now, and I'll be working a lot further from home is another thing, and I'll be working longer hours, so it's a lot more work, but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
I thought one of the advantages was you were supposed to be closer to home.
That's what I thought too. But no, I clicked in there, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow I start in the same area as well. I'm an hour away from home.
So he just swindled your
Just
ass.
swindled me. Just absolutely fucked me. Sweet talked me into it. Like, hey, yeah, we got this, and this for you. Little do I know I'm an hour away from home. Absolutely. He's lucky I love him. He's lucky I love him because it seems like he just talked me up just to get me in the door. He's like, hey, actually, we're gonna have you do this. Oh, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean,
He
I'm not
got
complaining
he got you in and then fucked you.
because because at the end of the day, one of the things I was losing was the miles, but me starting farther away from home gives me the miles back. So I'm still making that money that I was. I don't really mind it. It is what it is. The only bad thing is just that I'm waking up an extra hour early.
So you gonna stay rich. The rich stay rich.
Let me not bring up let me not bring up anything about you. Let me not. We'll keep that off the fucking podcast.
Hey, bro,
We'll keep that
you
off the
crazy.
podcast. We'll keep that off the
You
podcast.
bogus. Fantasy football?
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
No. Like and sub.
Nope. Like, comment, and sub if you guys haven't already. If you're new, check out the TikTok, the Twitter, the Instagram, and all that if you haven't already. And let's just jump into the quarterback corner. We don't need to talk about fantasy.
Fantasy football?
Fantasy football.
Hey, my 8-man league, right? My 8-man league.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't ever need to bring that league up again.
Okay.
I still lost.
That you don't need to bring
But
up.
we put up we were top 4 in points this week. So instead of being last
Out of
for
an
the 9th
8-man
week
league,
in a
so you were
row,
top half. Okay.
I would have gotten a win against the median if that was the thing in the league, but it's not. Which I'm thankful for because I would have been 1-19 if that
Mhm.
was. But instead, I'm one
You're
and
so
9. Wait, who's bad?
in that league. You're so bad in that league. You're bad in
Okay, okay.
that.
So let's talk about our league. Let's talk
Go
about the HERKS and Smallz league. That's
ahead.
what you
Go
play.
ahead.
You played. You played the Jaguars fan, right?
Yeah, I played Suja, Strong City. Got it.
And what was his record coming into the week?
Man, I got 2 bad losses on the fucking season, man. I lost to Plug, the worst team in the league. Gave him his first win of the season, and now I lose to Suge, who was 3-6
His
coming
only
into
win.
his only win, and now I'm 3, and I lost to Suge, who was 3-6 coming into this bad week. I fall to 7-3. I'm still third in the league, so it's not like the biggest fucking thing, but it's like
How many losses?
I have 3, 7-3, 7-3.
Damn.
I stay at third, but this could have been such a big week for me if I would have won because Kev lost, you beat ISO, so this could have been a good week for me to solidify myself at number 2, at worst number 3, because Kev would still be a game behind me, but I'd be 2 up on ISO, so I probably lock myself into the top 3 going into the playoffs, but tough loss, so we're still at third, and now I got Dark, Devin, and ISO still only a game behind me, so they can catch up on me every week. So this was a big loss. Suge absolutely whooped my ass this week. He was the highest scorer this week. He put up 195 to my 114 because one Garrett Wilson decided to come back and give me a fucking goose egg, then get hurt, and now he's out another 3 to 4 weeks. What the fuck? What is that? What is that? You're out for a cup. Be mad. Make that angry face all you want to.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
Okay. He's out 2 to 3 weeks, whatever it was. Comes back. I'm like,
I
okay.
got him in the NLTB league.
I'm like, okay. I'm getting my number 1 back. I think I was 2-1 in that stretch without my number 1 receiver. I'm getting him back. We're feeling good. Comes back, gives me absolutely fucking nothing, and now is out for another 4 weeks. What are we doing here? I had Caleb give me a great game. Kyle Pitts, wasn't much of anything. Matt Prater gave me 1. Christian McCaffrey.
Why'd you even have to bring him up?
Christian McCaffrey gave me 17, but that's less than what he usually gives me. It was just a bad performance from my team overall. We just weren't looking too hot this week. We needed T. Higgins, and the performances he's been giving me lately. He was on a bye. Just a bad week, man. And when I played Jahmyr Gibbs, who gives me 41, Kyron Williams 22, Jerry Jeudy 19. I hope you started him in your other league. Trey McBride gave me 30. Juwan Johnson gave me 19. He had Seahawks defense who gave him 23. I mean, it's just gonna be tough sledding, but it is what it is. We're on the next week. I think I got slipped next week, so hopefully we can pull out a win there and get back in the win column, man. Rough week for your boy, man. Rough.
So a few weeks ago, I was playing Rust with Ant and Plug. Kevin comes in there and is talking. He says it's looking like the top 3, and then everyone else talking about me, him, and ISO.
Uh-huh.
And I tell you that, and you say it's the top 4, and then everybody else.
I know what you about.
And now y'all 3 some shit.
Some
3
shit.
losses.
Some shit. That's so crazy.
There ain't no comp in this league. It's looking like Morgan, my only competition.
That's insane. The 5-5 guy is your competition. You're saying we got so many losses when we have 3, but the guy that's 5-5 is whatever. Continue.
I'm more scared of Darko than I am Herlis Pierre.
I already have my
Herlapian's
rant.
got to be rioting in the city.
I already had my rant weeks ago, so I'm not gonna go on another rant.
Ranted for nothing because you down there with the scrubs.
You know what? You got it, bro. You got it, bro. Say whatever you want to say. 9-1. You're sitting pretty at the top of the league, but just remember who your 1 loss this season is. Just remember who your 1 loss. We have no problem doing that again.
Plug.
Can't say anything to that. Can't say. Now, if I go and lose to Slip this week, my season might be over. My season might absolutely be over if I go and lose.
Bro, I miss Slip. I ain't talked to him in a long ass time.
Even
Him in
just
the chat just, hey, I got to win this week. That shit made me chuckle, bro.
his team, like I can't. His team isn't bad at all. They just fucking got ravaged by injuries. He's got super unlucky. Bucky's been. It's been seeming like Bucky's gonna play these past couple of weeks, but still hasn't played. I know he has Mike Evans who's on IR. Yeah, he's just been getting unlucky. I'm playing him this week when he's gonna have Tyler Warren on a bye, Daniel Jones on a bye. So maybe we'll be able to sneak out a win. Not feeling good about.
NLTB League. I'm playing D-Mills. Going into the week, I had no confidence. I thought I was going to get my ass bust. And then the guys, they come out. Jackson Dart, hoops. Amari DiMercado gets me like 12. Bijan gets me like 12. Bijan get me fucked me. And D-Mill's going to go and type in the chat, how about Tyler Algier? And then at me. Bro, like you said, Jerry Judy hoop. Keon Coleman got me a touchdown. Who's my other receiver? Marv played defense decent. He had three receptions, 33 yards, and a touchdown. I have a 92% chance of winning going into Sunday Night Football. I just need Aaron Rodgers not to shit the bed.
Boy, he shat all over that.
I lose by 1.02 points. If I start Devin Neal over Garrett Wilson, I win this week.
Garrett Wilson, man. Garrett fucking Wilson. I had him in my other league too, but I ended up pulling out the win. But yeah, to come back, give us 0 points, and then get hurt again is just the most. Just stay your ass out. Just stay the fuck out, man.
Hey, bro.
Just stay out.
I would say I'm hurt too. 6 for 11 for 64 yards.
Yep.
Not in a quarter.
Somehow they fucking won. Go ahead.
Not in a half.
Mm-hmm.
The entire game. 3 times this year, he has thrown for less than 70 passing yards. And I sent you a list of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL. Justin Fields was second. Second on that entire list.
Which is insane, by the way.
Anybody who's ever watched a second of this podcast knows who number 1 is. That'll probably never change until he retires. Justin, if I remade that list right now, he's not top 5. And this season for the Jets is not completely on him. They're not calling good plays for him. I don't know. The line isn't bad. So the fact that he looks this incompetent is very discouraging.
Yeah.
I don't think I can defend him anymore. And that's sad because you know how I am with quarterbacks.
I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can. I think this should be his last year starting. I really do think it should be.
I can make a case for Sam Howell in the big 2025. And Justin Fields is making it hard for me to make a case for him. Would I still take him over Trevor Lawrence? Probably, but like...
You're a jackass. You're a jackass. You're an absolute jackass. Like Justin
You're
Fields,
picking diarrhea versus a piece of hard shit, dog. They're both garbage.
No. Who did I do that to? Like, who did I do when I compared him to like the fucking midget or the homeless man with a dime? Don't do that to Trevor Lawrence. Do not compare Trevor Lawrence to fucking Justin Fields. No. Absolutely
it was this week, him and Dylan Gabriel.
Oh, yeah,
the fucking tallest midget,
that's exactly what I did. Trevor Lawrence does not belong in those conversations, man. I tried with Justin Fields. I tried to be a believer. He gets me every now and then.
Why doesn't he?
He gets me every now
Trevor Lawrence is the same way.
No, Trevor Lawrence hasn't thrown for, like you said, less than 70 yards 3 times this season. He just hasn't. He hasn't.
You got Liam Cohen, who just had Baker in MVP talks.
Goodness.
And you got...
Yeah. Okay, when he had Urban Meyer, when Urban Meyer was at fucking strip clubs and partying his ass off, the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence wasn't throwing for less than 70 yards.
National champion Urban Meyer.
National champion Urban Meyer. Trevor Lawrence wasn't throwing for less than 70.
Because? Say his name. Say his name. Why is Urban Meyer a national champion? Is you bullshitting? Is you fucking with me? Are you teasing me right now?
Is it because of dude ass?
Who is dude ass? Cause he not ass.
He's not
He
ass?
far from ass.
I don't know.
One of the greatest running backs of all time.
I thought you were talking about a quarterback. Greatest running
Fuck the
backs.
quarterback.
One of the greatest. Oh, I wouldn't say he's one of the greatest of all time. Maybe his peak he was one of the greatest of all time, but his peak wasn't long enough.
One of the greatest running
One of
backs
the
to
greatest
ever play the sport of
one
football.
of the greatest running backs to ever play the sport of football. Shouts out to you, Zeke.
I wasn't moving on so you said his name. You're getting
Who is that?
disrespected.
Who's that on the hoodie? Don't tell me Jeremiah Smith. Don't tell me that's a Meka Egbuka. But back to Justin. Back to Justin. So, I just don't know how another team, or whether it's the Jets, can come into next season and say, we're going to give Justin another shot, even though we have this, and this around him, and think you're actually
I
going to
would.
be competent. And think you're actually going to be a competent team. I just don't see how any team could come into another season with Justin Fields as their quarterback and think, you know, anything would be any different. We've seen him in what, 3 different places now. The
And he
problem
looked good in 2 of them.
The problem might just be Justin. Problem might just be Justin.
So I will not accept you saying the problem was Justin in Chicago. I don't think a smidge of the problem was Justin in Chicago.
A smidge.
There wasn't a problem.
He didn't play any part of it in Chicago, huh?
Nope. Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
We are blaming Eberflus.
Mm-hmm. For sure. He was out there throwing passes.
Because you see what DJ done since Fields been gone. DJ missed that man. DJ can't even catch a pass in the end zone these days.
That might be your best argument. Because DJ Moore been some hot fucking ass. Like donuts. He can't do nothing. They got to get him up out of there, man. He's got to be gone this offseason. They just don't need him. Whatsoever. Him and Caleb just don't have any sort of connection. He hasn't done a damn thing. I have him in fantasy in my other league, and boy, some weeks we've needed him, and he's given me 0. Legitimately 0. Oh, I got Garrett Wilson injured this week. I'm going to need you, DJ Moore. Gives me absolutely nothing. I think he gave me 1 week of like 22 points. I think it was last week. But other than that, he's been some shit. Some absolute shit.
So you telling me Justin Fields couldn't fit in Vegas right now? You telling me Vegas got more than Justin Fields right now?
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother if I'm Vegas. Wouldn't even bother. What in Vegas would make Justin Fields look good? What is over there that would make him look good? Brock Bowers and Ashton Jensen? That would make him look good?
Just saying. No. I'm just saying he's better than what they got.
Is he better than Geno? I don't know. Geno's been some hot ass, but Justin Fields ain't been good either. Now that's the fucking 2 midgets right now. That's the 2 midgets. One got a dime.
And my midget is wearing heels.
Okay, sure. Your homeless man has a dime right now. Sure. But they're right there. They are right there this season.
And Vegas, he might find 100.
Nah, I don't know. He might lose that dime. He might go try to gamble that dime and walk out the casino with a penny. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm out. I'm completely out on Justin Fields. I don't got any more hope, man.
There will never be a day where I'm completely out on Justin Fields. But the fact of me arguing that he's in the upper echelon of quarterbacks is
he's a top 50. I don't know how you were ever arguing that he was a top echelon quarterback. Like, I genuinely don't know.
He's top 30.
Is he? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if Justin Fields is a top 30 quarterback. I don't know. I can't.
Well, there's 32 teams. He's better than every backup, and he's better than Dylan and Geno.
No, he's not better than Mac Jones. He's not.
Okay.
He's not better than what other backups are there? Give me Joe Flacco. Give me Joe Flacco. No, without a doubt. Without a
Get the
doubt.
fuck out of
Without
here.
a doubt. Without a doubt. Give me Joe Flacco. Who else is out there? Give me Jacoby Brissett today. Give me Jacoby Brissett today. I'm going with Jacoby.
Did we watch this? You ain't watched the Cardinals on Sunday. You ain't fucking watched the Cardinals on Sunday.
Okay, you haven't watched Justin Fields for the entirety of his career then.
I've watched damn near every fucking Jets offensive possession this year. I torture myself every week.
Exactly. Torture. I pray for you that you've had to watch Justin Fields every Sunday. I pray for you. Because I see Justin Fields come on.
3 monitors.
This my
Put
fucking
Justin in the middle.
Justin Fields come on in this. We'll be seeing you. Turn that shit.
These two monitors here, they can shuffle between what game is on. This one, unless Lamar is playing, that's Justin.
He is an absolute.
And every week, I look at that fucking monitor and say, Brady, what are you doing?
You're an absolute jackass.
What are you fucking doing?
What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
Heart been broke so many times.
I don't know what to believe.
Don't know what to.
Mama say it's my fault. It's my fault. I work my heart out. All right. Let's lock in.
And dude in Pittsburgh.
Oh man.
Dude in Pittsburgh.
Oh man.
Count your fucking days.
Count them.
Oh, I don't know his number. I think he's 16. I'm gonna assume he's 16 because that's what my brain's telling me. 16 is coming, Rodgers. Will Howard is coming. I gotta look up. Yeah, froze.
Yeah, Will Howard is. Hey, and your boy.
You know what he's doing.
Your boy been over there.
18. He's 18.
Your boy been over there not looking too hot. That's all I'm gonna say.
If you're talking about the state of North Carolina, we're not going to talk about him right now.
No. The team where Aaron Rodgers plays, where Will Howard plays, your boy over there ain't been looking too hot.
If you're talking about Mr.
$33 million himself ain't been looking too hot.
If you're talking about hey, why does she keep freezing now? Just out of nowhere.
Mr. 33 million.
Gotta get we don't talk about 4 negatively because they got fucking Calvin Austin as the only guy taking pressure off of him, and he just ate popcorn before he played offense. So
if you're paid,
they gotta play 4 tight ends because they don't.
If you're paid $33 million and a top 5 tight end like the jackass Steelers decided to, or tight end receiver like the Steelers decided to make him, he's gotta make some shit shake. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. The Smallz from Smallz and HERKS show. Just wondering, what's the record of the team in San Francisco with how much they pay their quarterback?
He's hurt. He's hurt. What is that? What is that? But we're 6-4. We're 6-4. We're right in the mix.
So if you would have just kept the if you didn't put that money into him, then sometimes teams.
The real thing is Sam Darnold should have been the starter for the San Francisco 49ers today. That's what we should be saying. Sam Darnold should have been the guy over here.
No, because he would have never found himself without Kevin O'Connell.
Kyle Shanahan couldn't have done that?
No, because Kevin O'Connell's the best quarterback coach in the NFL.
I guess. Get into your segment, man. Hold on. The NBA announced the USA versus World for the All-Star game. I think that's so fucking terrible. They just didn't do East and fucking West, bro. I know this is a tangent, we're a football podcast, but I think I hate the trying something new, some different format with the All-Star game every year. I think it's so terrible. Just do East versus West.
I don't really care. I like the 3-point contest, and outside of that, I don't really give a damn.
That's right.
But Idris will be making the All-Star game, so I'll be tuned in.
Jaylen Brown will be making it. Josh Minot will be making it.
Josh
May
Minot. I could have said Norman Powell, the man that had 33 last night, but no,
or
I'm gonna
Wiggs,
be
the guy
unbiased and
that had
just say Idris.
the dunk to win the game.
20, I think 25 in the dunk to win the game. Yeah, and locked up Donovan Mitchell for held him to 28 points.
Yeah, hit a crazy ass shot to man. We're a football pod. We're a football pod. We're a football pod.
How you gonna lose to a team on Monday and then play them on Wednesday and you're resting all of your starters? Like we just beat y'all in
Oh, the Cavs are
overtime
resting all
on
their
an alley.
starters tomorrow.
Yeah, is that not bullshit?
So it sounds
They
like
some
a
hoes.
free win for you.
Yeah, but they some hoes.
Why are you complaining? Do you not want the win?
Yeah, but it's like I'm in Ohio. Anybody that watches the NBA is a Cavs fan around me, and I can't
Mhm.
talk shit about beating fucking Jalen Tyson not
Yeah,
even
you
playing.
can. Yeah, you
They're gonna have
can.
Jared. They're gonna have Jared Allen out there with fucking Sam Merrill being a primary scorer.
And
And shout out Sam Merrill, that's the
watch
homie,
y'all
but
lose.
like
Watch y'all lose that game.
6 bands.
Get into the quarterback corner. Oh, by the
I
way,
just
I paid up for my, Smallz and I did have the bet last week of the
dude bet on
the
the fucking Browns. What an idiot.
two
What an
homeless
absolute jackass.
quarterbacks, and his guy ended up having the dime, and I paid up my $20 for our bet.
His guy ended up having the dime. I just stood up on my chair a little bit and it started to squeak a lot.
Yeah,
So
and he's gonna end up falling back in about 5 minutes. And go ahead.
quarterback corner.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback corner, my top 5 guys from this week only. Whatever they did before, doesn't matter. If you've seen the show before, you know that. Honorable mentions, I got 2 this week. Drake May could have been top 5, but just had him barely bumped out. Ooped against the Buccaneers. If Travion Henderson had it look like Jesus Christ on a football field, then I hate putting these headphones in because like shit'll make noise around me and it kind of startled me, but like, oh well. Also honorable mention Jackson Dart versus the Bears. I think he would have been top 5 if he doesn't get a concussion, but he did, so oh well. At number 5, speaking of that game, I got Caleb Williams versus the Giants. He threw 20 for 36 for 220 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, and a rushing touchdown. Ended up coming out big. Could have had a 40-yard passing touchdown if DJ Moore knew how to catch the ball, but unfortunately he doesn't.
Yeah, he was even better than the stats show.
At number 4, it absolutely killed me to do this. Absolutely killed me to put him in the top 5 from this week, especially playing against the Carolina Panthers.
Oh,
Tyler Shuck, 19 for 27, 282 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns.
he made some plays.
He had a big passing touchdown on the right side of the field to Olave, and like you said, he made some plays and looked better than I expected him to. At number 3, we have a backup stepping in and doing his thing. Davis Mills versus the Jaguars throws 27 for 45, 292 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, and unfortunately an INC. But this is a big win for them. They needed it, especially in division game. CJ had a concussion, and Davis Mills stepped up in that fourth quarter and really showed his ass. Number 2, Dan Campbell takes over play calling abilities, and Jared Goff does his damn thing. 25 for 33, 320 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. I told you that Jameson Williams might come out there and score 8 touchdowns, and he didn't do that, but he looked really damn good. And at number 1,
Don't even say his fucking name.
I want to say that Sam Darnold is my MVP. I want to say that Jonathan Taylor is my MVP.
I want to say that
Drake May is my MVP.
Yeah.
But Matthew Stafford, man, these last few weeks has just been on a different level. This game he threw 24 for 36, 280 yards, and 4 passing touchdowns. He's like 20 touchdowns to 0 interceptions in like the last 5 games. And as a Niners fan, you saw it firsthand. He put belts ass. Just absolutely incredible, man.
I think Mac Jones deserves some consideration to be in the top 5 this week. Or do you only put winners?
He did. I don't only put winners, but you had to really show your ass if you lost.
Okay, that's fair.
And he was good. He could have been an honorable mention, but
that's fair. I don't hate that.
You know,
That's fair.
You know, you know, you know,
On
you know.
to the people segment, week 10 edition of Maybe I Am Crazy. Start off a little spicy. We saw two teams, not look too hot last night on Monday Night Football. I texted you, I was like, man, the energy, the atmosphere, the commentary, this game feels electric. It's something about this game. This is gonna be a good one. You text me back saying I don't even have audio on. So I'm like, okay. You really didn't fucking need it because this game ended up being a fucking stinker. And the Packers yet again don't look good. They don't look good again. They have one quality win this year against the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Other than that, even in their wins, they don't look so hot. And then their losses, it's bad losses to like the Eagles where you only put up 7. Then to the Browns. Who else? The Panthers at home. The Green Bay
Panthers isn't a bad
Packers.
loss.
The Green Bay Packers are pretenders in the NFC.
You're not crazy. I think they're the third best team in their division. If you're third best in your own division, you're kind of pretenders in your conference for sure. And I mean, you're gonna say I'm a jackass for thinking the Vikings are better than them, but
But you're saying the Bears. So you're saying the
what about the
Vikings?
Bears?
Okay, so you're saying the Vikings. My fault. Go ahead. Sorry.
What about the Bears?
I thought you were gonna say the Bears were like, because you said they're third best. So I thought you saying it was Bears and Lions in front.
Oh, so you saying that the Packers are fourth best?
Hey, bro, continue, man. Continue.
I
Such a
think that
jackass.
the Lions are the best team in the NFC.
Really?
The Seattle is up there still for me. I think Tampa is up there still for me.
Man, you lost me.
Not right now. They're not looking good, but they got a lot of injuries that'll be back by playoff time.
Same with the Niners.
Same with the what?
Sorry.
Fred Warner
Sorry,
walking back in that door?
make your pitch. Go ahead.
I think the Packers are pretenders. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And I don't know what they need. That doesn't make sense. Like, how do you put up 7 points against Nick Sirianni's jackass?
Is Matt LaFleur's seat getting hot? If the
No, not at all.
if the
I think
Packers
anybody
like
that thinks it is
if the Packers
no.
like don't win a playoff game or
No.
something, his seat isn't hot.
I think they could lose every game the rest of the season and his season.
Okay. I think if the Packers flame out and don't win a playoff game, he won't get fired, but it'll definitely be some eyebrows raised, and like Matt LaFleur is going to be the next. If they make a change, I don't think their next big move will be a roster change. I think it'll be a coaching change. But it won't happen this offseason or anything, but I think that'll be their next big change if Matt LaFleur doesn't win a playoff game.
I think they'd be dumb idiots if they did, but
all right. Moving on to a team that, man, you come off a big win last week, a huge win last week. You beat one of the best teams we've seen in recent memory in the Kansas City Chiefs. Then you follow that up with one of the worst losses we've ever seen. Had Mr. Top 100 looking like a top fucking 20.
Oh.
The Buffalo Bills. They damn sure ain't winning their division no more. Who knows where they're going to finish in the AFC seeding. The Buffalo Bills will be one and done in the playoffs.
It's not a good thing that we do Maybe I'm Crazy and Grill and Chill in the same episode.
No, again.
It's not the same, but it's
something similar.
I got something similar.
Okay.
Say it again. It's more likely
maybe I'm crazy. No, not more likely. Maybe I'm crazy. The Buffalo Bills will be one and done in the playoffs this year.
So one game they're done. Like
one game. They
win.
won't win a game. They're out in wild card weekend. Because they're not. It's not like they're going to be playing the 6th seed because they're not going to be winning that division. So they'll be playing a division winner. And if they're the 5 seed, that could be the Ravens they're playing in week 1. That could be a Chargers or Broncos team who maybe you'd pick them. That could be the Colts who they'd play. So, the Colts are one and done.
Bills are one and done.
I
think if they play the Colts, I agree. I think if they play the Ravens, I agree. I think if they play the Patriots, I agree. I think they can beat the Chargers. I think they can beat the Steelers. I think they can beat the Broncos. So if they get lucky and play any of them, yeah. And if you win one playoff game, you got so much momentum in that locker room that you never know when it'll where you can go. And when you got Josh Allen on your
For
team,
sure.
it's hard to
For
underestimate
sure. For
them.
sure. It's like how many
You're not
years
crazy for this one, but like
how many years are we gonna say like, man, if only they had that receiver, man, if only, it's like, when are they gonna go get that guy for Josh Allen? Like this by committee just ain't gonna fucking cut it no more. And Josh Allen himself gotta be fucking better. We'll get there when we get to that game. We'll get there.
hey, bro, I'm not even mad about the receiver though, because like you got to give James Cook the ball more. First off, that's the main problem for you. But like they had Stephon, they like Gillis Shakir, so cool there. They went and got Curtis Samuel. I thought that was gonna be good for them. He ain't done much of anything over there. Keon Coleman has been disappointing.
But the
Dalton Kincaid
reports
was supposed
are
to be a
the
big.
Dolphins wanted a this year first round pick instead of a 2027 first round pick. Why? What's the holdup? If you're willing to give up the
That and more though.
2027,
I don't think Waddle was going anywhere.
it's like I just don't know how long we could say if the Bills just had that number one receiver, if they just had that guy, they just had that guy. And yeah, Josh Allen shows these Superman plays and heroics every now and then. Let me not say every now and then, because it's more than often he shows it. But it's like, man, they just need somebody outside that defenses will be worried about. If you stop James Cook, you can hold this offense in check, and especially with Dalton Kincaid being hurt, this offense is going to be all James Cook or it's nothing. There's nobody outside that scares you for the Bills, and it's been that way ever since Stephon Diggs has been gone. Nobody scares you for the Bills out wide. Not a single person.
Stephon Diggs is that dude, huh?
He is that dude. He is that dude. Moving on to a little interesting one. We talked about MVP earlier. We talked about Drake May, Jonathan Taylor, Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford probably being the front runner. The MVP of the league. Maybe I'm crazy, but the MVP of the league will also be the Super Bowl MVP this season.
I don't think Lamar really has much of a chance at MVP this
Oh
season.
my. So if I give you $1,000 to bet right now, and you have to put it on one team to win the Super Bowl, you're putting it on the Ravens. Saying they got in. You know they're getting in.
I don't know why not.
All right, moving on. Moving on.
No. Let me answer that for real. So MVP. So Matt Stafford could do it for sure. I think if Matt Stafford wins MVP, they already had the momentum and shit. That team is damn good. So that wouldn't be surprising to me. If Sam Darnold was to pull it off, holy shit, is that a turnaround for a career? I personally have Jonathan Taylor as my MVP right now, and I don't think the Colts are going to win the Super Bowl. So I don't think you're crazy because Matt Stafford is that damn talented. And shouts out to him for having a 500 record in his career now.
Man, that's terrible. Speaking of the Colts who you just brought up, Daniel Jones. We were texting a little bit. It's like, is he going pumpkin? Is he, is he showing flashes of the old Daniel Jones? The Colts are not serious contenders because of Daniel Jones.
I don't agree. I mean, I guess I can't say you're crazy, but they were bad last year, and then he comes in and they're good now. Not that much change. I mean, Tyler Warren is a hell of a fucking football player, but I think Daniel Jones is a top 20 quarterback in the league. But if you're intelligent enough, I think Shane Steichen can milk a little bit out of you, and he showed that with Gardner Minshew a few years ago. And no slander to Anthony Richardson, but coming in as a rookie quarterback that was clearly a project. He was going to have to figure some shit out. And what are the Colts' flaws? The defense is damn
you got
good.
Sauce back there now, yeah.
You got the best running back in football. You got a good receiving core, and in my opinion, you got a top 5 tight end in football. And your offensive line is probably the best in the entire league.
Yeah, the only reason why anybody has any trepidation about the Colts is literally Daniel Jones. everybody's if you gave everybody they had to write a reason why they would bet against the Colts, why they don't think the Colts are legit, why they don't think the Colts could win it all. Everybody's answer would be Daniel Jones. Everybody's answer.
For sure, but how many guys are you putting in this team
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying.
that are gonna?
I'm not saying Daniel Jones is an issue or he is the problem, but I'm saying you asked me if they're
I know
like
what
what's
you're
their
saying.
downfall. Yeah, it would have to be if I had to pick something, it's Daniel Jones might just revert back. Not even that he just becomes such a piss poor version of himself for games on end, but when you need him the most, he may not be this version of Daniel Jones that you've gotten up to this point in the season. He may be somewhat of the Daniel Jones we've seen in the past, which is a not so good quarterback. Something like we saw from Sam Darnold last season. Sam Darnold was great all of last season, but that last game against the Lions to get the 1 seed and then going into the playoffs, he wasn't great. So if there's any doubt in the Colts, which I don't really have much doubt, but if anybody, just like playing devil's advocate, I guess, if anybody were to have doubt in the Colts, it'd be that Daniel Jones would do something like that later in the season, where you need him and he just doesn't come through.
But play the game real quick. How many quarterbacks are you putting over there that gives you more confidence in them? You put Trevor Lawrence on this team.
I think I'm about
Are
the
you
same.
confident in them?
I think I'm about the same.
C.J. Stroud?
CJ Stroud, I'm a lot more confident in the Colts if I have CJ Stroud over there.
What about Rodgers?
Rodgers, I don't even know how to feel at this point with Aaron Rodgers. I really don't. I think I would just keep DJ at this point. I don't know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers. I really don't.
That's kind of my point. Outside of like the top 7 guys, once you get to them bubble people,
No, I think there's still more than the bubble guys I would take. I think there's more than the top 7 guys I would take over DJ. Not that DJ's a problem. I don't want to make it seem like DJ's the problem because he's not a problem at all. Other than that last game, he hasn't really been an issue. Even though he turned the ball over some in this game, he hasn't been an issue. But I think there's more than the top 7 guys I would take over Daniel Jones in that situation, which again isn't an insult.
Absolutely.
All right. Last one. Again, I try to be the most unbiased host as I possibly can be. So again, if the Niners need to come up, I will always bring them up. Even whether it's negatively, positively, players I like that I have to get on, or whatever.
Both of us for sure. Unbiased.
No comment. Maybe I'm crazy, but even when healthy, Brock Purdy should not be given the starting job back, and Mac Jones should be the starter until he's, reverts back. If he ever does. I'm a fair host. Mac Jones been playing well. That's if this were any other team, I would ask the same question.
You saw what Jonathan Gannon did. Just put his little ass on IR.
I told you. If Mac Jones won this game, Brock Purdy would have 100% gone to IR. I definitely think if Mac Jones would have, and Mac Jones balled his ass off on Sunday. If Mac Jones would have won that game, I think Brock Purdy goes to IR. I think that, let me not say that's the new benching, but it's like if you got a quarterback that's hurt and, your backup's balling, it's just, we'll put him on IR, we'll get another roster spot in. So I don't think it'll happen because Kyle Shanahan already said that Brock Purdy's chances of playing this week are looking pretty good. So I think Brock Purdy will be back. And I hope that means Brock Purdy's 100%, because if he's not at 100%, what the fuck are we bringing him back for again? Like we did in Jacksonville. Mac Jones is just playing. It's last time, like against Jacksonville, it was like, why are we bringing him back? But strictly based off just because of Brock Purdy's health at that point. It was just like, okay, Brock's not healthy, don't bring him back. I don't care who our quarterback would have been at that point. If Brock's not healthy, don't put him in. But now you have Mac Jones playing well along with Brock not being healthy, so it just makes no sense. If Brock's not healthy, if he's not 110%, he shouldn't be playing in this game. He should not. And our next 4 games are Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, and Titans. And I know you're going to say we're going to lose to the Panthers. Yeah, I know. Don't even finish it. But realistically, we should be going 4-0 in that stretch, 3-1 in that stretch at worst. Sure. At worst. So it's like, I just don't see the rush to have to bring Brock Purdy back this week if he's not 100%.
A lot of Brady guys are really starting to show that they're good quarterbacks. It's like Brady knows talent. You know, Sam Darnold gets shit on by the world, and now he's in the MVP talks.
Mhm.
Mac Jones is out there showing his ass.
Was Mac Jones always a Brady guy?
Yeah.
Was he? Last season on the Jags, was he a Brady guy?
I mean, is anything on the Jags fun to
Okay, okay,
watch?
never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind.
Especially when Travis Etienne doesn't even know his own name. Like, that shit was not fun last year.
Did you have an answer to this one? I'm sure you're saying not crazy.
Well,
But
no, I don't think you're crazy. I in a respectful, responsible analyst type way, Brock Purdy is the better quarterback
for
of the
sure,
two.
for sure.
Well, I don't know about for sure. It's definitely close, but I think that Mac Jones has played good enough to
He's
if
played
if if
more
Brock
than
Purdy
yeah.
is if Brock Purdy's being rushed back, there's no reason to.
Mhm.
So just let Mac do his thing. And Mac Jones has said several times, this is Brock
Brock
Purdy's
Purdy's
team.
job,
He
yeah.
knows.
Yeah, and it's like Brock gives us the better chance to win, but we can win with. Let me not win the fucking. I don't think we're winning the Super Bowl with Brock Purdy this season, regardless. So I think we can
Because the
win.
Ravens are.
I I think we can win with both quarterbacks. Brock obviously gives us the better chance. Like our ceiling is higher, but I think I just don't know if that ceiling is high enough to just bench back if Brock's not, like you said, not 100%. I just don't think there's any reason to. Like if we didn't see Brock again this season, I wouldn't be shocked. I really wouldn't. Because
Is it
Kyle,
crazy to say Mac has a higher floor? Like, I think Brock
um,
has shown I
I
think Brock makes more bonehead plays.
I want to say that based off what I've seen of Mac this season, but if I'm going off of what I've seen from Mac just in recent memory, the past couple of years, I can't say that. But if you want to talk about this season, sure. Because Mac Jones has not looked as bad as Brock Purdy looked against the Jags. And albeit he shouldn't have been playing, but he played. So I have to judge him on what he did. And he was awful against the Jags. And Mac Jones hasn't had a game where he's looked that bad. So I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I would say that. I don't know. I would say that Mac Jones is higher.
Bro, I miss Will Levis. I feel like we don't get any bonehead quarterback plays anymore.
Yeah, what's his face was Cam Ward was giving us some for a little bit. He gave us a couple of weeks in a row. But yeah, like crazy bonehead. I don't remember. I can't remember any.
Like,
Um,
Jacoby had 2 touchdowns for DeMarcus Lawrence this week, but they weren't
yeah.
necessarily his fault.
No, no, I wouldn't say like they were bone. And he didn't give us like a screenshot afterwards of him diving when he's 20 yards away or anything. So no, I can't think of any bonehead. But that's all I got this week for maybe I'm crazy.
Will Levis says, "No, we miss you around here, dog. Come
Come
on
on
the
the
pod."
pod. I'm gonna send him a DM right after we end.
Ask him for his ex-girlfriend's number for me.
I will not be sending him a DM after we end. Let's get in. Let's get into football.
What do you think he's doing? Like, you were a kind of like a franchise guy last year. If the
Mhm.
Titans don't get the number 1 pick, maybe they keep Will Levis.
I
And
think
now he
they
gets
probably
hurt and he's
do.
just
So you ask, what are you
but
asking
now
me?
he's hurt and he's just chilling. Like, what is he doing on a day-to-day basis?
He
Like, I
probably
hope he's
still
good at mentally, but like
probably just like rehabbing, maybe just training, whatever training he can do. But yeah, I'm just sure just hanging out until you're 100% healthy and looking for another job. I mean, shit, multimillionaire. I'm sure like for us it looks easy like he's multimillionaire, but like you said, like mentally he probably is going through it. Like you said, he was a starter last year. Now he's just not playing at all, hurt. So I don't know. He's rehabbing, but I'm sure he'll be back on a team like next season. Like not let me not like on a team. I mean like not that he's gonna be anybody's starter, but I think he can be like a backup.
he's
But
gonna
it's
just
like
be behind Cam.
yes, in that sense, it's like even if it's not there, I think he can be a backup to where it's like maybe we have plans for this guy one day. Maybe we can develop him on the bench one day. Maybe we're not like I don't know how to explain it, but it's
I
like
think he's good.
a valuable backup, like one of the better backups in the league in that sense, like a coveted backup. Like not that he's just gonna be floating around and nobody's gonna sign him. I think somebody
Like
will
Malik
like
Willis.
teams will jump on the chance to sign on Will Levis if he's out there.
They traded Malik Willis because they had Will Levis. And now Malik Willis one of the best backups. And now Will Levis can be their backup.
Will Levis, I still got some faith in you, man. I still got some hope in you. More hope than
For
I do with
sure.
the guy New York.
Damn, you're down on Jackson Dart already?
Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your mouth, bro. Let's get into football.
You were talking about backups. My fault. I like Tyrod though.
Hey, bro.
We
Speaking
have
of backups in New York, sorry, that's tangent. Stop putting Russell Wilson in that fucking game, bro. If Jackson Dart go out for another play, stop putting Russell Wilson in that motherfucking game, please. That's it. Literally, please stop. I love Russell Wilson too much. I love him too much. Stop making him just look bad and going out there and just looking shitty. Just stop, please.
He is bad.
Stop. Just put Jameson. All right, let's get into football.
I like Jameis.
Yeah, I like Jameis too, but I like Russell Wilson, but he's just not very good at football, so he shouldn't be getting on that field anymore. Because it's like Jackson Dart will get hurt, then they'll flip over to Russell Wilson throwing the passes on the sideline, and it's like, oh God, here we go. Every single time they flip over, he's like looking on the field, making sure Dart's okay, and throwing the passes on the sideline. It's like, oh God.
Russell Wilson's gonna look really good next season. I think he has a chance to win next season.
Win what? What are you talking about?
When he's out there playing Dancing with the Stars.
Hey, not too much on my guy, bro. Russ, I still got love for you, bro. Not too much on my guy. Russ can still play. Give Russ one more chance. Give Russ one more chance. Let Russ cook.
Hey, UFL Renegades, he's talking to y'all.
What's our team again?
Shit, I don't. We got a team in Columbus now. We got one coming to Ohio, so that's my team.
Wow, so you're jumping ship. You're leaving us.
Tell me our team.
You said you didn't
Tell
know
me
either.
the reason we picked that team.
Because of their quarterback. It was fucking.
Yeah, what's his name?
Dude, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He stopped. He was with the Panthers, wasn't he? Our quarterback was with the Panthers, right? Or no? I swear he was. No. Shit. Give me a hint on who our quarterback was.
He was a Viking. That's why I liked him.
He was a Viking? Was it Kellen
Light
Mond?
skin. Kellen Mond.
Okay. Yeah, that's our quarterback. That's our guy. And you're jumping ship to Columbus. What's your team name gonna be? Columbus what? You know?
And we can move on to our next
Let's get into football.
I don't even. Someone like super famous was announcing the team. I wish I could remember who it was. It was kind of cool.
I'm sure it was somebody like from the area, like from Ohio, like announcing it or something.
Go ahead. The Falcons went into Berlin against the Colts and lost 31-25. Go ahead and talk about that. Let me look it up real quick.
The Falcons go into Berlin, like you said, and lose to the Colts. And this was a game I talked about in the preview that I wouldn't be surprised if Daniel Jones didn't look too hot in this game yet again. And this would be a Jonathan Taylor game. And boy, was it a Jonathan Taylor game. And you asked me 400 yards combined between the two of them and what they had, like 374. I was like, absolutely not. It ended up being, what's up?
I'm just slow. Sorry.
And Daniel Jones, I won't say is turning into the full-on pumpkin, but Daniel Jones has given me a little bit of
Stop saying that, bro.
Daniel Jones has given me a little bit of cause for concern here. He fumbled 3 times in this game. He didn't lose all of it. He only lost one of them, but he fumbled 3 times, had an interception. Oh, it was Gruden that announced it.
Yeah.
Shout out to John Gruden. But yeah,
he's talking and he's like talking up Columbus, and then he's holding an Ohio State helmet, and he just fucking chucks the helmet. And all the comments are like, "Hey, watch how you touch that fucking helmet.
Fuck that helmet.
It's the Columbus Aviators."
Sorry. Put that helmet down respectfully, John Gruden. But Columbus Aviators, I like that
Aviators.
Name. I like that. But yeah, Daniel Jones, he's giving me a little bit of cause for concern these past couple of weeks. Turned the ball over a couple of times in this game. Had 3 fumbles, like I said, in this game. Didn't look the best and didn't look great last week against, who was it? The Steelers. But when you have number 28 in the backfield, boy, does it not matter. If I had an MVP vote this season, it would go to Jonathan Taylor. But we know where that's going to go. It's not going to go to a running back. But Jonathan Taylor is 1000% the MVP right now. He has been amazing.
3 years from now, we'll have that vote.
3 years from now, we'll have that vote. No, the fuck we won't. But
you see, bro,
what's up? What's up?
You see Kay Adams asking about his touchdown dance,
Mm-mm.
or his celebration, where he does the little fucking.
Kay Adams, man. Where he
I'll
does
be on her show saying some crazy shit.
Boy, this show would be no more. This show would be no more. We get fucking canceled. We would get canceled. But back to the game, man. The Falcons, talk about a team that had so much like hope, and you had like, man, maybe they can sneakily win the South, sneak into the 7th seed in the NFC. But man, they had that win against the Bills on what? It was like Sunday night or Monday night, and you're thinking like, okay, these guys can be serious. Then they just had some terrible fucking losses since then. They were fighting in this game, but Michael Penix, dog, I mean, it feels like if it's not Drake London making a spectacular catch, it's just not a completion for Michael Penix at this point. Literally, if Drake London isn't going up and snagging it over a defender, high pointing the ball, making some ridiculous back, Michael Penix just ain't completing shit. There was a throw he had. It was the one where Sauce Gardner almost got to it, and it was like the most pathetic looking throw I've ever seen. It was like there was no zip on it, nothing on it. He just no. Like Sauce Gardner almost picked it off. It was like it was to the left. I forget who it was to. It might have been to Kyle Pitts. I'm not sure. But it was like an out route, and Michael Penix just tried to throw it, and there was just nothing on that ball, man. I don't know. Michael Penix is just, and same with the Falcons in general. They just looked on and off this entire season. And I'm not out on Michael Penix because I don't want to give up on a quarterback this young. But man, Michael Penix, for you to have the talent you have around you, there's no reason why you should be throwing fucking 12 for 28. That is putrid. That's awful. That's under 50% for a quarterback. That is terrible. Michael Penix has not been good. Bijan Robinson, he's been fine, but it's like he's just not utilized enough for me. He's just not used enough, and I just don't think he's used in the right ways, if you ask me. I understand Tyler Allgeier's a talented back, but it's just like at times in this season, it's like 4th and 1, Bijan Robinson's not on the field. Like, what are we doing here? Big third down, Bijan Robinson's not on the field. Even if he's not the guy that's going to get the ball, he's somebody the defense has to focus on. He's somebody that the defense has to adjust for if he's just on the field. I don't know what happened to the Falcons, what caused this change with the Falcons, but man, for a season that looks so promising, they're probably not making the playoffs at this point. You're sitting at 3-6. They're probably out. And I talked about their defense being able to hold Daniel Jones. That pass defense did their thing. I think they did a fine job in this game, and they were able to hold Daniel Jones. He didn't have an explosive game like he's had this season, but man, that run defense, I talked about them being susceptible, and they weren't able to do a damn thing with Jonathan Taylor. Bouncing off of tackles, running over people. It did not matter. Jonathan Taylor was all over in this game. Tyler Warren looked good again, but the Colts, like I talked about, and maybe I'm crazy, the only trepidation I have is just Daniel Jones. Maybe just, I'm going to say it again, and you're going to start laughing, going pumpkin mode. But if he can just be, he doesn't even have to be great like he was earlier on. If he can just be steady and not turn the ball over, the Colts are legit as legit gets, because you just give the ball to 28 and he's going to make something happen.
So you were talking pretty bad about Michael Penix. And my question to you is, what's he expected to do when his veteran quarterback a bum too?
Next question.
The guy teaching him the ropes is...
Next question.
You know what's sad?
What's sad?
I'm sure going into the season, if you were to pick the NFC South, who was going to win, it was probably pretty heavily the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, the NFC South. Sorry. Yeah, the Bucs, yeah.
But I'm sure there was a lot of people that picked the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm sure a good amount picked the Falcons, yeah.
They are one game ahead of the Saints. One game ahead of the New Orleans Saints, who I think are ran by a bunch of clowns.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could let my dog make decisions for the Saints, and she's going to do just as good as whatever they're doing right now.
Yeah, the Falcons were 3-2 coming off a big win against the Bills. Then you lose 20-10 to the Niners, 34-10 to the Dolphins, 24-23 to the Patriots, and then 31-25 to the Colts, man.
Losing to the Dolphins should be a crime. Like if you lose to the Dolphins, you should have to trade your best player.
Josh Allen, welcome to San Francisco.
Well, no, I didn't say I send him to hell.
Boy,
You already mentioned Tyler
we're
Algier a lot
hell.
playing over
What are the
Beach.
Jets? What are the Browns? What are the Saints? If we are hell. But go ahead. Sorry.
They have their own club in hell.
Okay. Heard.
Tyler Algier, I think, is probably, and he's in the conversations at the least for best backup running back in football. But
He
he
might
shouldn't
be
say
the best.
It's David Montgomery.
Oh, you're right.
But he just shouldn't take Bijan off the field so much. Like you said, that shit is Bijan is the top 3, maybe top 2 running back in football, and there's not that many plays where he should be on the field. Drake London might be top 5 receiver in all of football. That dude is a fucking different breed. I hate that Jesse Bates isn't on a competitive team. Like I know the Falcons were expected to be that, but when you're at the deadline and you see that you're a pile of dog shit, I really wish they would have traded him, man. I love Jesse Bates, and he's so damn good to be on a team that's not going to make the playoffs.
I can't blame them for not selling.
First round pick to the Rams this year.
Yes, that's the thing. You don't have a first round pick this year, and you're losers of 4 straight. It looks like you're not going to make the playoffs when. The Falcons
not
are
just losers of 4 straight. It's going to the Rams.
Yeah, the Falcons are going to be in some deep shit. This was a season they really needed to be competitive and show some flashes that we're going to be good for the next couple of years. We're building something here. But if you come into this season or you finish the season and you're probably going to be sub 500, you're going to be on the outside looking in without a first round pick, it's like, man, where do we go from here? You come in next season with Michael Penix as your quarterback again. It's like, what do you expect him to do? Because this was the season where it's like, okay, maybe we're 9-8, we're 10-7. Hell, a really good season, we're 11-6. Now that's gonna be your plan for next year. And now, what if that fails? It's like, I just think you set yourself back a couple of years if you're the Falcons.
They can still go 11-6.
I mean, mathematically, yeah, but no, I don't know.
I don't hate the trade completely. I mean, giving up a first is a lot, but James Pierce Jr. and Jalen Walker have looked great together. So, I mean, at least that's a silver lining in the matter.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it hard for the management to look forward and like the same thing I said with the Colts. What is a glaring flaw with the Atlanta Falcons?
Quarterback.
Which is sad. You drafted him 8th overall.
Yeah.
After paying another guy $812 million over the span of 4 years.
Not too much, man. Not too much.
That dude just got confirmed $90 million.
Not too much, man.
To sit on your
not
bench.
too much, man.
We talk about top 100 with Tua Tagovailoa. He might not be top 250.
You done?
And he's damn sure not in the conversation with Justin Fields.
You done?
I love Cam Bynum. I'm ready for Mooney Ward to be back. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns going into the pre-aforementioned Justin Fields-led New York Jets. And the Browns lose 27-20, making Brady, speaking of 20, a nice smooth $20 bill. We get a kick return for a touchdown by the Jets, followed by a punt return for a touchdown by the Jets, and the Jets go up 14-7.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God they did that, because if they're required to play offense,
they're losing.
Breece Hall, good luck, brother.
Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel,
mm-hmm.
We talk about midgets finding, or the tallest midget, or a homeless man finding a dime. Dylan Gabriel might be a blind homeless man.
Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel might be a midget that has no legs.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he is still a starter, so
what
confidently
are we doing?
Still a starter.
Kevin Stefanski, he's getting fired in the next couple of weeks, I think.
The fact that they ever drafted him in the 3rd round was some goof-ass, head-ass shit. He was never projected and at least me, in my opinion, maybe they got some five head ass dudes over there in Cleveland, which their record shows that that's definitely the case.
Mm.
Dylan Gabriel just sucks. Jerry Jeudy had the best game of his season. Shouts out to him. Finally, I mean, he could have caught one pass and probably had the best game of his season because he ain't been on the field.
No.
Justin Fields, I mentioned him a lot. Brees Hall finishes with 125 yards. Shouts out to him. He did his thing.
Yeah, not much to say about this game. Brees Hall was really good. He was all the Jets had on offense. Justin Fields, you talked about him earlier. 54 passing yards. Like, I I don't got shit to say about him
54.
anymore.
He had 54?
54 passing yards.
Damn.
54 passing yards for Justin Fields. I don't got much else to say about him. You talked about Dylan Gabriel. He ain't too good. It's time for us to see Shador. Will McDonald had, what was it, like 4 sacks in this game. He was really good.
Sacks.
Yeah, it was a good,
Good dog.
well-rounded win by the Jets. The Browns just put Shador in the fucking game, man. I know it's gonna be a lot of media, a lot of unwanted attention, unwanted whatever, but just do what you got to do. Dylan Gabriel ain't gonna fucking cut it. I'm tired of seeing his ass, but game I didn't care for, game that wasn't too much fun to watch. Whatever, we can move on.
You're tired of seeing an Oregon guy?
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing a couple of them. Bo Nix ass can go too.
Can you name Oregon's quarterback this year?
Yes, I can. It's, oh my goodness. Is it Trent Moore? It's something more.
Close.
Trey Moore?
Yeah. No. Take off the R and then add 3 letters before that.
Take off the R. In Moore or Trent?
No, you said Trey.
Oh, Trey. So you said take off the R and add 3 letters before that. Off the R, so it's T-E.
Culpepper.
Dante Moore. Okay, you guess that's props. Because I remember seeing something. I forget. I don't know what I saw about him, but I saw something.
He's
about
a
him
fucking dog.
That's
too.
yeah. It was Patrick Mahomes said that's his favorite quarterback in college right now. I think that's what it was.
When he was still at UCLA, he said that.
Okay. What?
I'm proud you know his name was Moore though. Hell yeah. And you know his best receiver too, for sure.
Of course, but like, there's just no need to.
We'll just move on. Yeah,
we'll
for
just
sure.
move on.
Yep, got you. You know Indiana's quarterback?
Indiana?
Debatably the best team in college football.
Yeah, but it's
debatably the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, but it's just like we'll just move on. Just move on.
I just want to see how you pronounce his name though.
No, it's like there's no point. Everybody pronounces it pretty similar. It's like we all know him. We all know.
But like, I like when you pronounce stuff.
No, it's like we both pronounce it the same way. It's like, he's a great guy.
But you dead ass don't know.
Great kid, plays the game the right way. Move on. I have no clue what his name is. Give me a hint.
They played Penn State this week.
Okay, not on
and
who they fucking played.
No.
Oh, okay.
They won at the buzzer. Omar Cooper Jr. made one of the craziest.
Oh yes,
catches
I saw
I've
that
ever
catch.
seen.
I saw that catch, like in the back of the.
Amazing.
Of the end zone, yeah.
They have Elijah Sarrett, who was unranked coming out of high school.
Okay.
One of my favorite players, receiver. And then Fernando Mendoza might be a Jet next season.
That's okay. I've heard that name. I didn't know he played at Indiana, but I've definitely heard that name.
And his little brother Alberto Mendoza is the backup quarterback.
Oh, really? That's cool. Is he like? You think he's gonna be like the starter when Fernando's gone?
He'll probably start next year. Yeah, he was projected to start this year, but then Fernando transferred in and took his job.
Damn, that's crazy. Taking your brother's damn. I mean, shit. Hey, it is what it is. Fuck it. All right, let's move on.
I told you to remember 3 college football coaches' names like a month ago, and surely you remember them.
Like, you told me to pick 3 of my own, or you gave me 3?
No. I told you to remember these 3 guys.
Ryan Day.
Indiana's coach is really the only one I
Belichick.
care about. Hell no. Hell fucking no. His dad, Kurt
Indy
Cignetti, is the coach for Indiana, and
Kurt
he is just a
Signetti.
fucking genius,
Because
dude.
I definitely wrote those down. I remember writing the names down on one of these papers, but haven't looked at it since. Kurt Signetti.
They enter, they did one of them bogus ass sideliner interviews for him, and they were like, "Coach, the Hoosiers are 0 and 199 or whatever the fucking record was,
Oh, I think I
playing
know.
against Penn
Yeah,
State."
yeah. Well, they ain't played this team like that. Yeah, I think I remember seeing.
He dude's a fucking dog. The New Orleans Saints go into Carolina and unfortunately win 17-7. Bryce Young puts up, I think, 124 yards passing or 154 yards passing, some shit like that. He was extremely disappointing. Tyler Shuck, I mentioned earlier, the 62-yard to Chris Olave. The New Orleans Saints offense intrigued me pretty heavily this game. This was Alvin Kamara's best game in my opinion. Jawan Johnson had a big ass play. No
Definitely.
Rashid Shaheed, so it was interesting to see what happens there. Chris Olave said that coming into this game, he had a lot of anxiety stepping onto that field again because this is where I think he tore his ACL last year, or his LCL, or his MCL, whatever the fuck he did last year. So he said it took a lot for him to go out on that field.
Yeah, I was scared to get back on the
Bryce
court. So
knows he has
I feel you, Chris Olave. I was scared to get back on that same court.
quite literally no way you're comparing yourself to a fucking National Football League player.
Continue.
Rico Dowdle was fine, but the Saints are elite at stopping the run, so it was going to be an uphill battle the entire time for him.
Mm-hmm.
The Panthers, man,
Uh-huh.
when you could have been 6-4 instead of 5-5, just like me in the NOTB league, 6-4 looks so much better than 5-5. You're what are the Buccaneers? Are they 6-4 now?
Yeah. No, 6-3 because they had a
6-3.
bye. Yeah, they had a bye week.
They had
Yeah.
to buy. You could have the same amount of wins as Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
Yeah, you talked about it. This is a game where they knew coming in they'd probably need Bryce to step up and win in this game because, like you said, the Saints were probably gonna stop Rico Dowdle from having one of those 200+ yard games that he's been having, but Bryce just wasn't able to do it. And, the Panthers have been winning games as of late, but it's not been because of Bryce. Bryce has just kind of been along for the ride. And in a game where they needed him, he wasn't really there to step up. So I'm not too crazy about the Panthers at this point. I really don't see them making any real legitimate shot or play at the 7th seed when you have the Niners, the Bears, the Vikings all vying for that spot. I think the Panthers are just, here he goes. I think the Panthers are just on the fucking outside looking in with those teams ahead of them. I just don't think they stack up. But the Saints, Tyler Shuck, you talked about him earlier. You had him wherever it was, like number 4, number 3 on the quarterback corner. He looked good this week. He made plays where I forget somebody was chasing him, and he made like a play where he like juked to the right, stepped back up into the pocket, ran up and made a nice throw down the field. So Tyler Shuck definitely made some plays in this game. And I guess I can see why you guys benched.
I think that was the play to Jawan. The big like 52-yard pass to Jawan, I
Okay.
think.
Okay, I guess I can see why you guys benched him or benched us, Spencer Rattler for him. If he can just make enough plays to where it's the Saints, because I just don't think the Saints should be going quarterback here in this draft, because no matter who it is, you're just putting them into such a terrible situation. So I think the proper way to draft a quarterback, unless it's like you have the number 1 pick and it's like you just have to take this guy, Trevor Lawrence to the fucking Jags, generational prospect, is just like you gotta do what you gotta do. But it's like if you're not the for sure
Justin Fields for the Bears.
just the number
Yeah, for
1
sure.
overall guy, I just would love for you to have. You're not gonna have like a superstar talented roster most times, but just to have a foundation and just something that'll be there to build around with this quarterback. Because if you go and draft a quarterback, half of these guys ain't gonna be here to develop with this quarterback. Half of your guys are fucking 37 and older. They're not gonna be here to develop with this quarterback and grow with this quarterback. So I'm glad that they have Tyler Shuck in here, and I'm glad that he's looking good. So maybe they don't go quarterback in this draft and they just draft other places and build a roster. And then you know what? In 2027, if Tyler Shuck you realize, hey, he's not really our guy, then you can go and draft a quarterback. Same thing. That's the same thing I would have done if Spencer Rattler was their guy.
So you're saying that they shouldn't Josh Rosen, Tyler Shuck?
Man, talk about a guy that made me look like a jackass, man. I've said multiple times, I was a Josh Rosen guy. I was hoping not hoping because I wanted Nick Bosa in the draft, but I was like, man, if I'm a Cardinal, I go Nick Bosa and I don't take Kyler Murray because Josh Rosen is our guy. I mean, hindsight, it's like, hey, Kyler Murray didn't really pan out. So it's like, who knows?
No,
Who knows?
no.
Who knows what Josh Rosen could have been if we gave him another season? But yeah. They shouldn't Josh
Josh
Rosen.
Rosen is selling insurance.
Because Josh Rosen's like his cockiness. He was like, man, there were 10 mistakes made in front of me or whatever it was. It was like, man, he just had that. He had that fucking confidence, that it factor, that swag. I wanted to root for the guy. I wanted him to be good, but
Shit, call Josh Rosen. Get him to come on the pod.
So Josh, what are you up to these days? I'm just working out fucking Wells Fargo, just living life. Like, what are we gonna talk to him about? I mean, I'll DM him. I'll DM anybody. I'll shoot the fuck. After we wrap up, I'll call him. No, I think he's got a new number. I think after things fell out in Arizona, I kind of just
I guarantee his insurance number is on the internet somewhere.
I'm making a call, making a DM, making a text to Josh Rosen once we end.
Give us 2 weeks to deep dive his life, and then we'll give him the interview of a lifetime.
Absolutely. Josh Rosen.
So Josh Rosen, you a boobs or ass guy?
Let's move on. Let's move on, please. 2. The New England Patriots beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 28-23. The New England Patriots get it done yet again. What is this, like 7 or I think it's 7 wins in a row, 6 wins in a row, something like that for the Patriots. Drake May continues to play well. The Bucks come off of the bye and lose a game here, a game which I think they really needed. But I mean, hey, you had the Panthers lose, so I guess at the end of the day, it's not that big of a loss. But I think the talking point in this game is the Patriots. We talked about their weaker schedule. They haven't really played many people. This was a game where they really played a competent team and a team that, has aspirations. And Drake May came in. It looked a little iffy, yeah, but then Drake May turned it up and they got going. Stephon Diggs was there for him. Mac Hollins had a big catch. Kyle Williams had a 72-yarder. I have it written down here. Travion Henderson had a Travion had a 55-yarder, a 69-yarder. Kyle Williams had a 72-yarder. Mac Hollins had a 54-yarder. I think after this win, I'm ready to say the Patriots are legit. They are a team you don't want to see if you're in the AFC, because before this week it's like, what, yeah, the Patriots, it's a cool, nice little story. Drake May's second-year breakout. They're a fun team, but nobody's really gonna take them serious in the playoffs. They're probably not gonna beat any of the heavy hitters. But now if you told me you had a crystal ball, you look into the future, it's like they beat the Bills in the playoffs. They somehow beat the Chiefs, and the Chiefs end up coming to Foxborough in the playoffs. I wouldn't be terribly shocked if you told me that. Sure, I would still pick the Chiefs, but if you told me somehow the Patriots found a way to win that game, I'm not calling you crazy, or I'm not, shocked or anything like that. They've just showed, and Drake May has showed, even though, things don't start off perfect, he's still going to get going no matter what. They showed that Travion Henderson, they showed that they have something in this running game. And now that Travion has broken out, hopefully they continue to use him more, and now they're a bit more dynamic on offense. I brought up a stat every week for Drake May, for Drake May this season, one of the top MVP candidates. This defense has been playing damn well. They held the Buccaneers.
You don't got one for him this week?
No, I don't have a stat for him this week. Sorry, I didn't have one for him this week. Sorry, but they held the Bucks in check for the majority of this game. Baker Mayfield, you look at his numbers, but I don't think Baker Mayfield was great in this game. He had a throw that was just awful. That was like right to a defender, but they just dropped it. I forget who it was to, but I don't know. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, the Bucks, I am a bit worried for a team that I had being in contention. I think they've kind of slipped out of that in the NFC. I think there's a handful of teams I'd take over the Bucks at this point. They just aren't healthy.
They're just missing so much, man.
Yeah, but Mike Evans is not coming back this year. Chris Godwin, I don't know what's going on over there. Bucky Irvin for the past couple of weeks has looked like he's gonna play. He's walking around at practice, no boot, no nothing.
That's what they're missing.
He's looking good. He's it looks like he's looking to play, but then he's out. So it's like, what's going on? So I just don't know how confident I can be in the Bucks at this point.
As much as I love Rachaad White, Bucky Irving just brings a whole different fold to this offense that they're leading. K-Dot has been cool. Tez Johnson has been really good. And Emeka Egbuka has been otherworldly, but like They're missing Bucky Irving pretty heavily. I don't like Mac Hollins. I don't like Mac Hollins. I didn't like Mac Hollins coming into the season, and I don't like Mac
I love his
Hollins. So to
TikToks.
see him go out there, I don't like Mac Hollins.
Okay.
Kyle Williams finally gets to fucking touch the field, and he has a 72-yard touchdown. That's not surprising to me. Travion Henderson finally gets to touch the field, and he had 2 big-ass touchdowns. That's not surprising to me. So when Ramondre Stevenson comes back and he immediately gets the workhorse again, are we going to act surprised? Travion was so good. We know they're going back to Ramondre. We know they are. They wanted to go to fucking Tyrell. What's his name? Tyrell Jennings? Or Tyrell. What the fuck's this dude's name?
Oh, to Terrell Jennings. I have it pulled up. Terrell Jennings. D'Ernest
Tyrell
Johnson.
Jennings.
How D'Ernest Johnson? I thought he was
No.
solid with the was it the Browns?
Browns.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be decent.
Yeah, I also thought Jerome Ford was. Because he was. And then the next season came, it's like, uh-oh, Jerome Ford, RB1. Whew. Woo!
But the Patriots, they just seem like, and Mike Vrabel, man, they just seem like such a veteran team already. Because like they had that, like you have Travion looking to the sideline, asking if he should go down. They had the play at the end of the first half. I mean, it could be a little bit of too much of a big brain, but we're like Drake May on like or first or second down. They're at like the 3-yard line. He just goes down.
Goofy shit.
Yeah, just goes down. So they wind the clock so the Bucks don't get the ball back, and they end up still scoring a touchdown. So I guess at the end of the day, it worked, which was a really nice play and a really nice catch by Stephon Diggs for that touchdown. Yeah, they just seem like
No, not a really nice play. A really nice catch by Stephon Diggs.
It was a great throw and a great catch, but yeah, I'll say more so a great catch by Stephon
I think
Diggs.
it was a goofy ass play call.
That toe tap to Stephon Diggs was amazing. But that's up to the Patriots, man. I can't say enough good things about MVP May. Travion Henderson was amazing, man. The Patriots are legit.
May VP.
May VP. I don't know how much I like MVP.
That was just off the dome. I'm sorry. I won't ever do it again.
Never again.
The them 2 white fellas at linebacker are doing wonders for the Patriots in the run game. Jack Gibbons and Robert Spillane have been very good signings for them. Kayvon Chason might have a super fan in me. I feel like I talk about him every time I talk about the fucking Patriots. In last season, I didn't even know how to pronounce dude's name. So
whoever was commentating this game had a corny ass thing. It's like Kayvon Chason chasing Baker Mayfield. It's like, all right, dog, shut your ass up. I was like, come on now.
I don't think he meant.
What's that?
I froze for a second. I don't think he meant to do it though.
Oh, you heard it?
Because he goes Baker Mayfield being chased by Chason.
Yeah, that's what it was.
The other commentator goes, "Don't think I didn't hear your little chase by Chason." Oh shit. Moving on, we have the best team in the NFL. The Baltimore Ravens go into Minnesota, and JJ McCarthy said that he's got an alter ego on that football field, and he calls him 9. And I think that was some of the corniest shit we're going to see this entire season.
I don't want to be one of those guys. Sorry to cut you off, but JJ McCarthy is a little corny. The crazy, I'm the psycho, locked in, I'm going demon time football player gimmick it is a bit played out, I will say. And JJ McCarthy to say I got an alter ego or whatever, I call him 9. JJ, dog, it was a little corny, like you said. Sorry, go ahead.
I like some of the shit, but that one was rough.
Yeah, for sure.
The Ravens looked like a 2-pack ass in the first half of this game.
2-pack. My brother, the Vikings score immediately, and my brother was home this Sunday. He sometimes works, so he's coming into my room, bro. Like, this shit is over, man. We fucking lost. I'm done with this team, bro. I'm done, bro. They just walked us down and scored like that. I'm done. But then the Ravens turn it on. Go ahead.
JJ McCarthy cannot find any rhythm with Justin Jefferson. He got a shit ton of passes smacked down in this game. It felt like he's just inconsistent as a whole as a quarterback.
5 of them.
Damn. When you have a guy like Justin Jefferson and you have a guy like Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor should not be your fucking security blanket.
Mm.
But that's how it was. Even when you have a TJ Hawkinson.
Dog, what is it? That's something like, what has happened to TJ Hawkinson? When he was in Detroit, he was one of the best tight ends in the league. And it seems like the
Top
past couple
5.
of years, TJ Hawkinson hasn't amounted to anything. And I can't say it's his fault. I don't know what's going on over there. It seems like he just doesn't even get used or targeted like he once did. Like they traded for him. And I was like, whoa, the Lions are trading TJ Hawkinson in the division? One of the best tight ends in the league. And it feels like we haven't heard from TJ Hawkinson in a while now, man. It's sad.
And now they have Sam Laporta. The Vikings made 2 offensive trades this offseason, and I liked both of them. Maybe not the Adam Thielen trade I didn't love, but they thought they needed a receiver 3. Whatever. Clearly, he's just a vibes guy over there. He ain't doing much of anything. He made a pass this game, and it was like, oh, there's Thielen. I'm about to snap my neck looking at the TV behind me because I thought they misspoke or something. And then Jordan Mason, man. He damn near needs to stop getting so many snaps. Aaron Jones looks so much better than him. And for a guy that one of my best friends told me that he was top 15, it's just really sad to fucking look back on because he is nowhere near top 15, dog. And watching this game almost brought a tear to my eye because I got to see Andrew Van Ginkel back in full swing. And anytime he's on the field, I could throw a fucking party.
Mm.
The Ravens squeak out this win thanks to Tyler Loop. Thanks to Tyler Loop and thanks to Tyler Loop. 4 field goals. Yeah, I mean he kicked 5 of them, but 27-19 is a disgusting game. Shout out to Malachi Starks for his first career interception. Lamar, if you want me to, Lamar, if I can continue to glaze you like this, you're gonna have to do something for me, man.
Yeah, Lamar wasn't good in this game.
Because this shit was ugly.
Yeah, bad game for the Ravens, but I mean, hey, a win is a win. The positive you can take from this, the defense is
what can I say?
The defense is continue to play some good football. And you talked about JJ McCarthy. He just because you talked about a rhythm with JJ. He just has to find a rhythm. Period. It seems like JJ McCarthy just cannot put it together for more than like 3 quarters at a time. It's like he looked good on that opening drive, and then the game just went downhill from there. He just could not hit anything. You talk about his connection with JJ just not being, or Justin Jefferson, I'll say, just so for no confusion, just being non-existent. I mean, I just don't know what to say. 9 was not in effect on Sunday.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Keaton Mitchell looked solid in this game. He had a couple of nice plays. I would like to see him use a lot more, especially when Derrick Henry just, I don't want to say my king is washed or anything, but he just hasn't looked good hasn't looked great these past couple of weeks.
And yet I smile.
So Keaton Mitchell, I'd like to see him get involved a bit more. I thought this was gonna be a big game for Mark Andrews and the tight ends. It really wasn't. It wasn't a big game for really anybody on that Ravens offense. But I mean, hey, they got the win, and that's all that matters. And you had the Steelers lose.
Shout out Tyler Loop.
And you had shout out Tyler Loop. But you had the Steelers lose this weekend. So I mean, this is a big win for the Ravens, and you're probably gonna go claim the AFC North. So hey, congratulations, Bob.
So are you saying that JJ McCarthy couldn't find 9 this week? You think he was the one on the field? That was the issue?
Yeah, for sure. It was JJ McCarthy on. Yeah, 2 interceptions, 5 tip passes, and they had 8 false starts. And Kevin O'Connell wasn't great in this game either. He had some questionable calls.
Shitty play calling.
Yeah, there was the 3rd and 1 deep ball. It was to Jettas, and then they had another one where it was like, it was a pitch back to fucking JJ McCarthy, throw it back to JJ McCarthy, and he was looking downfield, and it just wasn't his greatest game.
There's 2 play calls in football that I absolutely despise.
I know.
I hate a pitch.
And I know your other one is the goal line fade.
No.
Oh.
I don't like a goal line fade.
Oh, okay.
But I hate an end around. I like a tight end around. But I hate a normal end around.
I used to love the Daboll end arounds when he was in his prime.
You saying Daboll not in his prime?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not that he's bad, but he definitely ain't in his prime.
You saying Daboll not bad?
No, he's not bad. He's not bad. He's not.
We can speed run this next game. We have the Buffalo Bills going into Miami and getting their dick slapped in 30-13. Tua threw an interception early, and after that, top 100.
I was like, bro.
They called a timeout with 15 minutes left in the first quarter. For y'all that don't know, The first quarter is 15 minutes. I ain't never seen some shit like that.
Never. It's like, did you forget your fucking play sheet in the locker room and you had to go grab it real quick? Like, did you not have a first play? Did you not think you were getting the ball first? And you're like, hold on. Let me go find the, like, what was going on? And then Tua throws the interception. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. This is about to be a fucking route. And then every time I look back at this game, Devon A-Chain was breaking off another fucking run. Every single time I look back, he was doing something. And then on the other side, every time I look back for the Bills, the ball was on the ground. Every single time, the ball was on the fucking ground and the Dolphins are scooping it up, or Josh Allen's throwing an interception. Josh Allen, what we praised him for last season, he cut down the interceptions. The Bills are legit this year. They can win. They can beat anybody this year because Josh Allen ain't turning the ball over. He won the MVP without turning the ball over. Last season, including the playoffs, Josh Allen played 20 games. He had 8 turnovers. This year, Josh Allen has played 9 games. He already has 7 turnovers. So, Josh, I don't want to say you're reverting back to that turnover-prone version of yourself. I don't want to say last year was an anomaly. But Josh, we're gonna have to continue to, get back to our ways last season of protecting the ball if you guys want to do something serious in the playoffs this year. Because 3 turnovers in Miami territory just ain't gonna fucking cut it.
Hey Josh, man to man, I'm a fan of you. Been a fan most of your career, especially once y'all got to Stefan. I'd be distracted too, brother.
Yep, I knew where this
I can't even blame you.
I knew.
As soon as the Giants. Holy shit, the Giants. As soon as the Dolphins started to take that big lead, I just turned this game off. I don't want to see the Dolphins fucking win.
Yeah.
What do I look like?
For sure. I was checking back into
this
game.
What the fuck do I look like?
Then I saw Josh Allen throw that interception in the red zone. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm done.
I feel like I never even got to watch the Bills play offense. It was just I tuned in.
Literally.
Devon A-Chain, Jalen Waddle.
And every time I saw the Bills have the ball, Josh Allen's getting the ball poked out. James Cook is fumbling. Yeah, it was a bad game. The Dolphins did a good job at containing James Cook, and when you contain James Cook with an offense that doesn't have much out wide, you can have a pretty good chance of winning.
Other than Curtis Samuel.
Let's move on. We said we weren't going to spend much time here. Let's just go ahead and move on. Let's just move.
The New York Giants, other than Curtis Samuel.
Let's keep her going.
The New York Giants go into Chicago and end up choking. The Bears win 24-20. Oh, I didn't. You never. Hey, fuck you. You, right? You. Hurlis Pierre. Rodney's brother.
What'd I do?
I text this fucking dude and say, hey, because usually post-recording, we re-record our pick'ems. We forgot to do that. So I text this dude. I say, hey, send me your pick'ems. And he likes my message. This dude never does it. I asked this dude for 2 months to send me new pictures for the thumbnails that y'all see.
I did them. Okay, look. I'll show you right. I'll tell you right now. So I had Colts.
I don't care. I don't care.
No, listen. So you know I'm not cheating or anything. Listen, I had Colts. That's a point.
I don't care.
I care. I picked the Browns. I picked the Panthers who lost. I picked the Bucks. God damn. I picked the Ravens.
Stop. Colts, we both got 1. Jets, I got 2. You got 1. Panthers, we both missed. You picked the Buccaneers?
Yeah, you picked the Patriots, huh?
That's 3 for me.
You picked the Ravens.
You picked the Ravens?
Yeah, we both picked the Ravens, yeah.
Okay, that's 4.
I took Dolphins.
We both picked the Bills.
I took Dolphins. I'm lying.
No, the fuck you didn't.
I'm lying. But shouts out to Morgan.
Bears?
He said they were on upset alert this past weekend. He said the Bills were on upset alert. I did take the Bears.
Okay.
I took the Texans.
Are you counting your own? You got 3, right?
Yeah, I got 3. I got Colts, I got Ravens, I got Bears right now. Texans makes me 4.
We both took the Texans. That's 6 for me. Seahawks.
I took the Seahawks. I got 5. I took the Lions. I got 6. I took the Niners.
Rams. Oh.
No, but look. I texted you. I was like, is it too late for me to take the Rams? And this wasn't even day of. I think this was Saturday. So do I get that? Because you have in the past. No. Because you 1,000.
You didn't send me pick'ems. You didn't send me your pick'ems.
Look, in the past, Smallz has definitely texted me, been like, "What? Let's just say it's Colts Falcons," and he picked Colts. He's like, "Actually, give me Falcons before the games." So now when I do it, it's not it don't count. When I do it, it don't count. But when you did it, it was fine.
You can have it. I'm still winning.
Okay, I just want it. I just want it for the total tally at the end of the year. You can still be winning this week. That's fine. But no. We wait.
You take the Chargers?
Shit, I took the Steelers. You took the Chargers? Fuck! But you took the Packers, didn't you? You took the Packers on Sunday night or Monday night. No. Fuck! No, you said this don't matter anyway. You said this don't even matter. Remember, you said you didn't care. You said you didn't care. This week is scrap.
Did you take the Eagles?
Yeah, I took the Eagles.
So I was up 3 on you this week, and you were up 2 on me in total. So that means I'm up 1 on you now.
I got Rams, so we're tied. I got Rams.
No, because I would have been up 4. If you take Niners, I win by 4.
This week don't matter. You said it don't matter. You said it don't matter.
And some we didn't mention in fantasy football talk. The fantasy 4-man runs through Smallz.
Wins by 3 points or whatever it was, and now it
This
runs through him.
dude.
After last week, he ain't even want to tally the points. We've never seen that in fantasy format history. Where
I got my dick slapped in. But this guy here, he picks fun players. He don't pick the best player every time.
We're not
and
even
he
halfway.
comes out with wins.
Let's just finish the pick'ems because we're just about halfway, and we're what, fucking 10 hours into this recording.
Darius Slayton made some really good plays in this in this game. Theo Johnson is one of the better tight ends in football. Both Giants running backs were serviceable in this game at the very minimum. Jackson Dart ends up with the concussion, like we had mentioned. Seeing Russell Wilson take snaps just pisses me off. I texted you that as soon as he came into the game. Yeah. Caleb Williams, throw to DJ Moore. Doesn't need reiterated again. Kyle Monungai getting this heavily out-snapped by DeAndre Swift after a fucking beautiful game last week is a disservice to the love that I have for football. That should not be a thing that's allowed to happen. CJ Gardner-Johnson gets a game ball after the game. He had 2 sacks in this game. He had 1 the week before, so 3 total in just 2 games. He's looked really good for the Bears. I don't understand why he sat on the couch for so long. And in the post game, he said, "Hey man, I sat at home for 2 months. This just means a lot to be on the field again." And today, right, or was it yesterday? We find out that Brian Daboll ends up fired.
Yeah, and today. Yeah.
Mike Kafka.
Yeah. Kafka, I think.
Mike Kafka takes over as the interim head coach, and they keep Joe Schoen.
It's Sheen, I think, or Shine. I know it's not Schoen. I think it's Sheen.
Man, fuck all the Sheens except Charlie because he was in Major League. But I think Charlie a really bad person, though.
Really?
Yeah, I think Charlie Sheen's like a known shitty person.
Oh, I had no clue. But yeah, back to this game. Yeah, Caleb Williams was clutching this game. He made some really big plays. I said it earlier. If you look at his stat sheet, it's not going to tell the story. Caleb Williams, I talked about him earlier in the season where it's like it felt like he was making a lot of like running around and just like making plays. Like he would run around for 15 seconds.
He loves that shit.
For like a 2-yard game. But it feels like those run around and him there. It's not happening. Let me not say as much, but it's like it's not as much of him running around and he's making plays down the field with it now. It's not a fucking 2-yard dump off or he's scrambling to the sideline for a 1-yard gain or something like that. I feel like he's cut down on that, and even when he does, it feels like he's making plays down the field, like the throw to DJ Moore that he didn't come down with. But it feels like he's making a lot more plays out of it. And Jackson Dart has been amazing for the Giants this year. It seems like they found their guy, but it's what his 4th concussion. I think Adam Schefter said that's just ridiculous. And onto Brian Daboll.
Fourth protocol.
On to Brian Daboll getting fired, man. I texted you earlier. I'm a Brian Daboll guy, I think. And I think I'm a sucker for a quarterback and coach duo.
I'm a sucker for you.
I talked about it last year that I just love a quarterback and coach that can kind of just grow together. So I think that's what kind of got me with Brian Daboll, how much he rode for Jackson Dart and he wanted the Giants to draft Jackson Dart, and seeing the love he had for Jackson Dart going into the 10th getting fined because he wanted to make sure Jackson Dart was okay, realizing Russell Wilson had to come into the game and nearly fucking blew up the entire stadium. I mean, Brian Daboll's gonna land somewhere. I'm just, sad to see him go, but I definitely understand because the Giants have just blown too many leads as of late, so I definitely understand why they made it.
Brian Daboll wanted Jaden Daniels too.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. They asked him like, "Would you trade up for Jaden Daniels?" He's like, "Yeah, absolutely."
I think Brian Daboll is a brilliant quarterback mind. I think he's a good play caller. I don't think he's head coach material right now. I think he doesn't do well with defensive coordinators. I think that their defensive coordinator should have gotten fired with him, but I think that he had a very long leash. I think he had long enough to prove what he was. And I think, like you said, he's going to be an extremely hot commodity on the offensive coordinator market. But I think it was time. I think you give an interim a little bit of time to see what he can do with Jackson Dart, and then you go out and get your guy, whether it's a Joe Brady, whether it's a Jesse Minter, whether it's a Clint Kubiak, who looks damn good in Seattle.
Yeah, I think he started his tenure. It was like 7-2 or something like that, and then since then he was like 13-33 or
They were
something.
too good too early.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit of fool's gold, and they just haven't come anywhere close to that since. I definitely understand it. He'll land somewhere.
Moving on to a three-quarter boring ass game. Parker Washington starts off really hot for the Jaguars as they go into Houston to play the Texans. He had a punt return touchdown as well as a touchdown. Jacoby Myers had a decent little debut. I'm sick of Trevor Lawrence. I've lost full faith in him.
Yeah.
Daniil Hunter had 4 sacks in this game. He was absolutely brilliant. I mentioned earlier how Davis Mills showed his ass. Nico Collins found himself in this game and was really good. I think that Woody Marks deserves so much more love from this offense. I think that he should be playing damn near the entire game, and they're just not allowing him to show how good he truly is. Woody Marks out of
no clue.
LeBron James Jr.
USC.
Hell yeah. You gotta get better at college football. Cause you decent with basketball.
I don't think I'm decent with basketball, to be honest. I really don't. I think I'm pretty subpar at basketball. I honestly think I might be better at NFL than I am at basketball.
Okay. Where did Amon-Ra go?
He was USC too, no?
Yeah. Where'd Michael Pittman go?
Michael Pittman. Was he Notre Dame?
Where'd Drake London go?
I don't know where Drake London went. No! Is Drake London... Might be a bad guess. Is he... For some reason, I see him wearing blue. Was he UCLA? That's probably a really
Amon-Ra,
bad guess.
Michael Pittman, and
All
Drake
USC.
London were on the same team at the same time.
USC, okay.
At the same time. At the same time.
Wow. Maybe I'm not too hot with maybe I'm better in the NBA. But yeah, you talked about Trevor Lawrence, and I'm like as close to out as I can be without being out. Because it's like, how many times can we say, well, it wasn't Trevor Lawrence's fault, but it's like, when is Trevor Lawrence going to be the reason that they're good instead of being not the reason that they lost? It's like, when is he going to be the reason that they're winning games instead of being, oh, he's not the guy to blame because we blew this game? It's like, he just hasn't been the guy that's going to overcome these deficiencies of the Jacksonville Jaguars, or the guy that's going to lead this team. I just don't see that in Trevor Lawrence anymore. I really don't. We talked about this being the year, and we said it last year too. And I think this year was really the year where it's like, okay, we really know what he is. And I think we figured out what he is. He's a top 20, 22-ish. I talked to Sujin because we had that thing with Trevor Lawrence last episode, and I asked Sujin, like, genuinely, where do you have Trevor Lawrence? I think he said he had him around top 20 is what he said. I think he was like 18 to 20, which is kind of where we had him as well. I think you had him maybe 22 because you had guys like Daniel Jones and I think Kyler over him, so you had somewhere in a similar area. But yeah, I think I'm
Remember Mac Jones. If you could trade Mac Jones for Trevor right now,
today. Like, and I'm putting Trevor Lawrence into the same
for
situation.
This season alone.
Yeah, where I have Brock Purdy coming back, or is Brock Purdy not a factor in this?
We can say Brock Purdy is not a factor.
Even then, I don't think for this season alone, how Mac has been playing, I don't think I trade him. Now, if you're telling me like we're looking past this season and it's like I'm starting a team, I think I would take Trevor Lawrence. But if you're telling me this season, I'm taking Mac Jones.
I don't even know if I'm building a team if I take Trevor Lawrence over Matt.
I think I would. I think I would. I would just still bank on that, even if it's not generational
One of them knew how
potential.
to throw a pass to. One of them knew how to throw a pass to Brian Thomas Jr.
I mean, Trevor's tried to get it to Brian Thomas Jr. this year. It just seems like he's a little afraid. But yeah, the Jags, for a team that looked solid early and their defense playing well, it seems like they're going to be on the outside looking in as well. I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans pass them soon. The Texans do have a tough stretch to end their season, but I wouldn't be surprised if they pass the Jags. The Jags have the Chiefs right on their ass, and I expect the Chiefs to get that 7th seed, if not higher. So I don't expect the Jags to be in the playoffs. I think it was, if they won this game, their odds of making the playoffs it was 70%. I think with the loss, it's like 34 or something like that. I don't quote me on that. I know it was 70% with the win, but I'm not sure what it was with the loss. But yeah, bad loss for the Jags. When you're up, I have it here somewhere. Sorry.
The game started 17-0. It then
Yeah.
went on to 29-10
They were up
Jaguars, and this
19
game finishes.
with a minute 33 left in the third. Up 19. And they blew this game to Davis Mills, who just turned into God in the fourth quarter, had 2 passing touchdowns, ran for that game-winning touchdown. Davis Mills turned up in this game, and he was able to get the win for the Texans. A big win for the Texans without C.J. Stroud, because maybe if you get C.J. back soon enough, you can maybe make a play for that 7th seed and maybe sneak your way into the playoffs.
26-0 in the fourth quarter.
Disgusting. The Jags find a new way to lose every week. They invent new ways to lose every single week. Trevor, man.
Duval.
Trevor.
We go from one quarterback that needs moved on from to another quarterback that needs moved on from as the Arizona Cardinals go into Seattle and lose 44-22. And you text me very early in this game and said maybe we shouldn't have put Kyler Murray on IR because Jacoby Brissett is shit.
He came
The
out and
Seahawks start
Dexter
this
Lawrence
game.
or Demarcus Lawrence had those 2 touchdowns.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
I was like, yeah, Kyler, go ahead and get off of IR, bro.
Sam Darnold starts this game as the other games are still finishing, by the way, and immediately just throws a 43-yard touchdown to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Yeah.
The Cardinals are playing with Amari DiMercado's name too much. I think he carried the ball 4 times this game and had over 100 yards. Why is Bam Knight playing so much? Why is Michael Carter still playing at all? And why is Amari DiMercado not just their RB1? Shit doesn't make any sense to me. Trey McBride was the only thing worth watching as an Arizona Cardinal if you're a fan of them. Marv, I mentioned, had 3 catches for 33 yards on 11 targets. That shit's disgusting. I'm extremely proud of Denzel Burke as an Ohio State fan. The Cardinals have a lot of assets. They have a lot of stuff you can build with going forward.
Sure.
I think if they go out and get a better coach, not to say Jonathan Gannon's a terrible coach, but I think that you can do better. And then you let him find his quarterback, and as you mentioned, you get a new quarterback, or you get a new coach and quarterback, and let them build together. I think that's beautiful. And then you rock out next season and see what you can do. But it's over for the Cardinals. Jackson Smith-Njigba didn't have to do much after the first quarter, which hurts his offensive player of the year candidacy. The Seahawks used all 3 running backs pretty heavily, including George Holani, and I wish that George Holani would go somewhere else because I like him a lot. DeMarcus Lawrence had 2 touchdowns as a defensive edge. And my pops called me like third quarter of this game. I said, yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence, their defensive edge, has 2 touchdowns. And he thought I was fucking with him.
Yeah.
Nick Emanwari has been one of the best defensive rookies in the league, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, not much to say here. The Seahawks came out immediately, and it was just belt to ass right away. You talked about Sam Darnold finding JSN. Their connection has been amazing. For some reason, my brother just still is skeptical about Sam Darnold. I'm trying to convince him, like, bro, Sam Darnold's just the guy. Yeah, I don't get it. He just can't buy into the Sam Darnold.
Tell Rod to figure it out, bro.
He just can't buy into Sam Darnold. Every time I bring him up, every time I bring up the Seahawks, he's like, "Oh man, who have they beat? They're gonna lose to the Rams next week. They lost to the Niners." It's like, man, I'm not worried about Sam Darnold. We saw we did it last year. And I try to tell him, like, dog, bro, this ain't the same.
Why does he care?
I'm like, dog, this ain't the same Sam Darnold. I'm trying to tell, because one of his coworkers is a Seahawks fan. That's why he be
Uh,
talking about. Oh yeah. I'm
he
trying to
just a
tell him
hater.
this ain't the same Sam Darnold, bro. Sam Darnold is hooping his ass off, man, and he didn't have to do shit in this game. It was just all the running backs were able to get going finally. The Seahawks have been missing a running game this season, so if this is a game that they were able to get right, and if this is something that they're building towards in the future, the Seahawks are even more scary if they can get consistency out of Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet for the rest of the season, man. The Seahawks are legit as it gets in the NFC, and I think the Seahawks are the best team in the NFC.
What the fuck have we talked about for 2 hours?
Dog, bro, bro. I looked at the time like
The
5 minutes
Lions go
ago.
into what? The Lions go into Washington and put belt to ass 44-22. The only thing we're talking about in this game is that both Dans took play calling back over. Dan Campbell took over offensive play calling and looked really good. After this game, Dan Quinn going forward is going to take over defensive play
Defense.
calling, and I don't think it really matters because the Commanders are fucking god awful.
They lost
The
everybody.
Lions, the Lions are very good, man. Jahmyr Gibbs is having himself a hell of a season.
He is going to get paid. Yeah, I don't got shit else. We can breeze right past this one too.
The Los Angeles Rams go into San Francisco and also put belt to ass. Matt
Belt
Stafford
to
throws his
ass.
400th career touchdown pass. Matt Stafford is finally 500 in his NFL career after going through the depths of hell with the Detroit Lions. He's just playing flawless football, which sucks to say because I wanted Sam Darnold to win. Not sucks to say, but I wanted Darnold to be MVP. I'm not typically a fan of short NFL players, but I like Blake Corum way more than I like Kyron
He
Williams.
had some good runs
Emmanuel
in this game.
Forbes Emmanuel Forbes is starting to show flashes for why he got drafted so high. I think the Commanders giving up on him so early was kind of silly, but he was some shit, so I understand it. George Kittle made a beautiful catch in this game, the diving one on his fingertips, masterful. Mac Jones stepped up and threw a touchdown on the left side of the field to Luke Farrell, beautiful play. I thought that they had a chance to come back at that point, and you denounced your fandom right before that. I was like, nah, no come back now. And by the way, for everybody out there, Herlins Pierre has officially been traded to the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, so I got traded to the Bears. John Lynch and I tried to work on an extension, but it just wasn't working. So, as you guys know, the fan trade deadline is a week after the regular trade deadline. So it's like, oh, you get to see what your team does, see if they make any moves. So at the fan deadline, I talked to John Lynch. We weren't able to get a contract extension done, so I'm a Chicago Bear, a Bear for the rest of the year.
And
Go ahead.
I don't know if we've heard from Joe. Do you know if he got traded?
I think Joe wanted to get traded, but I just don't think the Commanders are willing to give him up. Such a young fan, just really got locked in. I just think he's a promising asset, and I don't think the Commanders are willing hanging on. But like I am a free agent at the end of this season, so I already talked to John Lynch. I already talked to the Bears management polls. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to sign a contract extension with you guys yet. I just got here. I'm not going to put any pen to paper. I'm just going to ride out the rest of the season as a Bear. But I'm a free agent at the end of the year. So John Lynch, if he wants to, I don't no collusion, but it's like if anybody wants to send me offers at the end of the year, I'm willing to listen to anything. But as of right now, I'm a Chicago Bear, and bear down, baby.
And Joe, let us know if you got traded or not.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see anything, but I'm not sure. And for anybody else out there, let us know if you got traded as well.
Uh-huh.
And
I know
Plug. Really
Plug signed a 10-year extension over there. That's what I heard. He signed an extension over there.
Like, I heard the numbers were crazy.
Crazy for sticking through what he stuck through. I think they gave him a crazy extension over there.
And I heard the rumors were that if he convinces his football podcast to do a 4-hour Patriots podcast, that he's getting an even bigger extension.
Oh shit, he's gonna be happy with what he got because he ain't getting no bigger extension.
It's kind of sad that over there as a Saints fan, and nobody even tried to trade for him.
Nobody tried to trade for Frosty's ass. Nobody tried to trade for his ass. He's stuck over there. Just like the Saints. They don't want to trade shit. They're not blowing it up. Nah, Frosty's stuck over there. I mean, maybe one day he'll ask out, but no, his loyalty, him and Alvin Kamara, for some reason, just want to stay over there. I saw some glimpses of bad football, and I got my ass up out of there. So, Frosty dog, no one would blame you if you asked for a trade, man. Get up out of there while you can, man. Please, for your sake. I would ask you, but it's like you're already signed to fucking 10 different teams somehow.
No, I'm a Viking diehard.
Oh, okay. So it's like, what
I'm
is it with the
liking,
Ravens? Are you like part owner of the Ravens? You're on some Tom Brady shit, or are you like part owner over there? What's with the Ravens?
so you know how Drake goes around with like his little posse.
Okay, 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 yeah.
So like whatever Lamar Jackson is doing, that just takes
Okay, okay,
over.
okay. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I can't blame you. But on to this game. This is how we got to fucking 2 hours without finishing the fucking review. But this game, like I said, it wasn't much to say. I think Robert Saleh was not great in this game. To have Malik Mustafa lined up across from Devontae Adams on the goal line instead of Deommodore Lenoir, the cornerback we pay all this money to, it just doesn't make much sense. I don't think Robert Saleh was great in this game. You see how much of a factor Mykel Williams was. Even though his numbers weren't glaring, he was our best run defender outside of Nick Bosa, obviously. Mykel Williams was our best run defender, and the Rams were able to do whatever they wanted. And this defense I just don't know how John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan looked at this roster and was like, you know what, we're just not going to trade for anybody, because this defense is Swiss fucking cheese right now. Maybe it was just Matthew Stafford being the MVP of the league, but there was no redeeming factors from this defense on Sunday. But Mac Jones, he played phenomenal in this game. George Kittle, his touchdown, his effort on that touchdown to dive for the pylon was really nice. Juwan Jennings, he if you look at
How's
his
the midget
stats,
look?
he played a solid game. The midget, who's the leave me the fuck alone. Juwan Jennings had to drop a penalty in this game. He wasn't great in this game. But Christian McCaffrey, man, it's like we just
Hey,
rely on him way too fucking much. Brian Robinson looked good in this game. He looked good.
he looked really good.
Why doesn't he get more touches? Why doesn't Jordan James get fucking touches? Why doesn't Isaac Arendo get touches? Like, Christian McCaffrey doesn't have to be the end all be all. I know he's our best player, but it's like, my goodness, he's our one healthy guy this season, and it's like we want him to get hurt. What are we doing? Please just use other guys. And speaking of guys that should be used, I texted you in this fucking game, Luke Gifford. If I have to watch him in coverage one more time, why is Nick Martin not playing? Why is he not playing? Luke Gifford stinks. He's ass. Cannot cover you. If you were running routes out there, you're fucking burning him. He cannot cover shit. I just don't get
That's
it.
not even a slight towards him.
We can move on. That's all I gotta say.
Let me see if you recognize this quote. I guarantee that Christian McCaffrey will have a 54-yard run in this game. Guarantee it.
I don't know who the fuck said that shit. He's a jackass.
Because going into the week, his season high was 16. You know what the season high, or you know what his game high was this game?
5.
His longest run of the day was 5 yards.
Rams are a solid defense.
Rams are. The Pittsburgh Steelers go into into SoFi to play the Chargers and lose 25-10. I hate the fucking Steelers. The Steelers have no offense, and this is not the defense that we've gotten accustomed to the last several years with Pittsburgh. 5 sacks, and yet the game was never really in their hands. I think Alex Highsmith had 2 sacks. I think TJ had 1, and 2 other guys had 1 individually. But the Chargers had this game pretty much the entire time. Kamani Badal is really stepping up in the absence of pretty much the 9 other running backs that have gotten hurt for this team. Justin Herbert has mellowed out since his hot start early in the season, but he's still playing well. You about to puke over there?
I had the feeling, but I was holding it back.
Ladd is finding his footing later in the season, and Asante Samuel signed to the Steelers this morning.
What was I gonna say? And man, if there was if you just had to say what does washed look like, describe to me what washed looks like to you. Just turn on the film of Aaron Rodgers this game. Aaron Rodgers was fucking putrid. He tried to move around and make plays, and he just couldn't. That fucking safety where he bumps into his lineman and just the ball drops, and Aaron Rodgers was fucking awful. Like, awful in this game. He could not hit shit. And his body language was just terrible. He's screaming at his fucking teammates. It felt like in the first fucking play. DK, I talked about him earlier, hasn't been much of anything if it's not a goal line fucking touchdown pass. It feels like every game DK has the same stats. It's 3 catches, 40 yards and a touchdown, and the touchdown was a 2-yard touchdown. It feels like it's the same thing every week from DK. This offense has nothing down the field. If it's not a 5-yard pass that maybe one of the receivers can take it down the field for, this offense can't do much of anything. Outside of a couple of games, Aaron Rodgers has been fine this year. Outside of a couple of games where he's been really good, like the first game against the Jets and the game against the Bengals, he's been just, this game he was putrid. Hopefully this isn't a sign of things to come. I think they play the Bengals next, and I'm worried about them in that game. Joe Flacco already beat them, and now you see him again, a team that has something to play for now that you know that Joe Burrow's window is open, and Joe Burrow plans on coming back relatively soon. The Steelers, man, for the Ravens to be 2-5, and for you to breathe life into the Ravens this quick, the Ravens always had a chance to catch the Steelers, but I didn't know it was gonna be this quick. They can catch the Steelers next week. Like, that is crazy. That is insane to me that they can catch the Steelers. I always thought it was gonna be like, man, it's gonna come down to the last couple weeks of the season, who's gonna beat who. But man, the second Lamar Jackson came back, it's like the Ravens just were handed the division. And it always looked bad because even when the Ravens were 2-5, no Lamar Jackson, they were still odds-on favorites to win this division. Like, Pittsburgh, what are we doing? Mike Tomlin, what is going on? But Justin Herbert, man, you keep on doing your thing. You talked about Kamani Vidal. Lad McConkey has looked better as the weeks have gone on. Good win by the Chargers, who I thought would lose this game against the Steelers defense, who has looked better as of late. But good win by the Chargers. I still don't see them being much of contenders as I saw early on because of that offensive line, but good win nonetheless.
You brought up the film of Washed. I'm immediately going to Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz, see, that's fair. Carson Wentz was my favorite quarterback in the league at one point, and I love that guy, man. I felt so bad for him that last game where he was just every play he was just hurting on that fucking elbow was killing him, and then seeing that he had season-ending surgery. I feel for Carson Wentz, man, because it's like, it'd be one thing if he was bad now and like he got that Super Bowl, but it's like he was the MVP of the league and his backup went on to win that. I will forever feel bad for that. Carson Wentz, come on the show.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm in a map. So that's Carson Wentz, Josh Rosen. There was somebody else that you told me to. I said I was.
Carson Wentz, you can come on here and we can hate talk Nick Foles together. Because he beat my GOAT.
Oh. But I was the happiest kid on earth when the Eagles won that game. I was at me and my brother were at my friend's house, and we were throwing a fucking party, boy. You would have thought I was a diehard, born in New England. I'm just a diehard, I'm tripping, born in New England, born in Philly, diehard Eagles fan, because I hated the Patriots.
In West Philadelphia,
all right,
born and raised.
Let's move on. This is why it's a fucking 3-hour episode.
The Eagles go into Green Bay on Monday Night Football and win 10-7. Disappointing game from Jordan Love. Jalen Phillips had a good game in his first game. Brandon McManus had like a 66-ish yard field goal to tie the game at the end. He wasn't close when he kicked it. They threw like a 2-yard out route for nothing. Let him kick it again. And that kick, I could have kicked it.
Yeah.
It could have been a 15-yard field goal, and it was not close because he shanked it so far.
Shanked the fuck out of it. Like, it had the second it hit his foot, his foot hit the ball, you knew it wasn't fucking good. It's not one of those where you're watching and then it starts fading. The second he kicked it, it was off to the left. The coaches were already handshaking.
If this is the end zone, it's over here.
Coaches were already handshaking while the ball's still in the fucking air. That's how off it was. It had no fucking chance. This was such a disappointing game, like you said, man. And the Packers specifically. The Eagles, not a great game for you, but hey, you could say we got the win. We'll clean it up next week. But the Packers, man, you haven't looked great all season. We've talked about them not having a dominant, win. You had it against the Packers or against the Steelers. I'm all over the place. But it's like the Packers just haven't looked legit for a while now. Mike has showed flashes. Jordan Love has showed flashes. But I don't know what it is about this team where it's like they just cannot put it all together, and they just look like a shell of themselves, and they play down to whoever they're playing, and however the opposing team is playing, they just play down to the competition. It just doesn't make any sense. And I firmly believe if they go and don't win
Firmly grasp it.
don't win a playoff game coming in the next year, Mike LaFleur's seat is gonna be hot coming in the next year if they don't win a playoff game this year.
Matt LaFleur.
Is that not what I said?
You said Mike.
Oh, sorry. But if they don't win a playoff game this year, he's not getting fired this offseason or anything, but they're going to come in the next season, and his seat is 100% going to be warm.
Where is Mike LaFleur?
He used to be with the Niners. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, I don't like the Packers. I don't like the Eagles. I really don't like Nick Sirianni.
Just texted about it last night. I like you said it. I hate that he won. Because that call at the end of the game, 4th and 6, and you take a deep shot to fucking AJ Brown, who hasn't been gotten it going all game. Devonta Smith was your guy all game, and you take that deep shot to AJ Brown, giving the Packers life. I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing? I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of him either. And the Eagles didn't have much of anything going. It was really a couple of plays that just sparked their offense for a drive or two, and it was able to get them some points. It was Saquon Barkley having a 41-yard catch and run, and Devonta Smith had that 36-yard touchdown. That's really all the big plays that the Eagles had in this game, and that's all they needed to beat the Packers, because the Packers weren't able to do much of anything. And you saw the Packers' lack of true weapons on offense in this game. You have Tucker
They missed
Kraft,
Jaden Reed.
yeah, Tucker Kraft being out for the season, Jaden Reed not being there. I mean, Christian Watson tried to get it going every now and then, but it's just not enough. He had a big catch late in this game, but it's just not enough, man. I think the Tucker Kraft injury is going to be a big factor for this team, and I just don't really see them in true contention in the NFC. There's just something off about them. I don't know what it is, and they have 30 points combined in their 3 losses this year. Jordan Love only has 2 touchdowns in their 3 losses. They've just not been as good as I thought they were, as anyone thought they were.
Mike LaFleur is currently the offensive coordinator for the MVP of the league.
Matthew Stafford.
Grill or chill?
Chill. I already know one of them is.
We got the grill or chill. I got 3 topics for Herlins. He's got a chance to grill one of them, but he has to chill with the other 2. Starting off, every single division in the AFC has a team that should draft a quarterback in the first round.
Every single division in the AFC has a team that should draft a quarterback in the first round. Is what you said, right?
Yep.
The AFC East for sure. The North. If Aaron Rodgers, it depends with Aaron Rodgers, and it depends how Shador looks. So out the North, sure. This, whoa, whoa. Whoa! I'm gonna have to grill this off the rip. Yeah, no, I have to grill this one. The AFC South, there's no logical reason why any one of those teams should be drafting quarterback in the first round. No. I can't even make a case for that one. I cannot even make a case for why any one of those teams would draft a quarterback. If any one of them drafted a quarterback, the both of us would come on here and call them absolute jackasses. There's no reason why any 4 of those teams should draft a quarterback. You have Daniel Jones playing elite level football right now, leading the best team in the NFL possibly. You have CJ Stroud, who you just drafted a couple of years ago, the 2nd overall pick, who has looked like one of the best quarterbacks in the league at his best. Sure, he's been on a downward spiral since then, but you're not drafting a guy. You just drafted the number 1 overall pick last year. You're damn sure not going to draft another quarterback, Tennessee. I hope not. Trevor Lawrence has there's no best case. There's no, you don't go and draft. Even if they were to bring in a quarterback, sure, if you wanted to draft one in the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th round, but your 1st round pick on a quarterback, get that shit the fuck out of here. I'm grilling that one. I'm flipping that one on the grill, putting it back on the grill, charring the fuck out of that one, burning that to a crisp. Absolutely not. and you're cheesing, so I know some bullshit's about to come, man. The 49ers should trade Brock Purdy for a 7th round pick. He should never play in the NFL again.
Damn.
Look
How
at
do
you.
you
Look
predict
at
me
you.
like that?
Hey, give me the next one.
The Buffalo Bills have a better chance of missing the playoffs than winning their division.
Absolutely. That they can forget about winning a division. They can forget about it. Because the Patriots have
Forget about
the
it.
Patriots have, that's what I was trying to do. The Patriots have the Jets, the Bengals, the Giants, the Bills again, the Ravens, the Jets, then the Dolphins. 2 tough games, depending if Joe Burrow comes back, the Bengals, but we're not going to count that one. 2 tough games being the Bills and the Ravens. That is it. That is it. So saying they lose the both of those games, and fuck it, we'll even give them another random loss because shit happens. So let's just say they end this season 4-3. That puts the Patriots at 12-5. No way do the Bills catch that. No way do the Bills catch that right now, where the Bills sit at 6-3. I just don't think the Bills catch that, and then have to have a tiebreaker over the Patriots. When the Bills have the Bucks, the Texans, the Steelers, the Bengals, the Patriots, the Eagles. No. So I definitely agree with this one, that they have a better chance of missing than getting the first in the AFC.
What if I would have said win a playoff game? They have a better chance of missing the playoffs than winning a playoff game.
They have a better chance of missing the playoffs than winning a playoff game. I would have disagreed on this one, but I would have disagreed on the first one more. So I still would have had to have chilled. If I knew all of them in advance, I would have chilled on this one because of the first one. But I would disagree on that one still.
Joe Burrow does not change anything for the Cincinnati Bengals.
No!
The defense is still a bunch of
No.
and the Bengals will finish 3rd in their division.
That's not crazy at all. Like I only said no because I want to believe that Joe Burrow will come and change things. But if I'm thinking logically, no, ain't shit gonna change. The Bengals aren't gonna make some miraculous playoff run because I think they really screwed themselves. That loss to the Bears was bad, where you let Colston Loveland go 56 yards at the end. That was just bad. And you had the Jets loss right before that. Now, if they would have win, maybe even if they win one of those 2 games, but you should have both of those wins. Joe Burrow should be coming back to a 500 football team ready to make a playoff push. But you're sitting at 3-6 right now. You got the Steelers, the Patriots, the Ravens, the Bills, the Ravens. That's your next 5. The Bengals are cooked. It's over. Steelers, Pats, Ravens, Bills, Ravens? Absolutely not. Ain't shit happening. Ain't shit happening. So I can't even say. Go ahead.
Smallz from the Hurls and Smallz show. You said that you mentioned the loss to the Jets like it was a bad thing. The Jets are a very good football team. So would you like to reiterate what you meant by that?
No comment. I would not like to comment.
Former Ohio State quarterback Joe Burrow was not in this game. Therefore, losing to former Ohio State quarterback in Justin Fields, not the worst thing to ever happen.
You brought up the stat of he's the only quarterback, maybe ever, to throw for under 70 yards 3 times in a season. I think it is. Huh?
Let's move on. Thursday Night Football.
Night football.
Speaking of the fucking demon himself, Justin Fields goes into New England and wins the hearts of some fans because the Patriots are gonna put belts to ass.
Belt to motherfucking ass. Yeah. Thursday Night Football been on a terrible streak, and I don't think it's ending this week. Patriots by 20.
If you're busy tomorrow, we could just film during this game.
Yeah, I'm down. 100% down. 100% down. We do not have to wait till the end of this game. We gonna be recording, and it's gonna be the fucking Justin Fields has the greatest game of his life, and the Jets pull out the fucking the comeback win or some shit. But nah, we can definitely record. Or even before this game, I don't care.
Before the game.
Well, like, what the game will probably come on during the recording, but like we don't have to start. Like we can start maybe like 7 or something. You know? let's just talk for afterwards. We're already fucking 3 hours in, man. I know we're deep in, but do we got it? You know,
I've never been deep in.
you said 7 unique people, and I was counting, and I think it was 6. I think we were 1 short because it was Joe, it was Suge, it
I
was
counted 1. I saw
1.
Morgan and Morgan only.
Morgan did have like 7 comments. Yeah, it was Morgan, Suge, Joe, Punks, ISO, and I think it was Frosty. It might have been 5.
What the fuck did ISO say? ISO said my team not bad.
He commented. It was supposed to be a comment about small talk. I thought you just said. Oh, what? Well, then apparently nobody fucking wants it because nobody commented about it. I thought it was just 7 separate people commenting. I didn't know it had to be about small talk, like saying we want small talk. We like. I didn't know it had to be that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, we didn't get it. So. Small talk just stays on the review episodes, I guess. He's not a man of the people.
We can push it back to the preview if you want, since we're already so long.
Or we could just do both.
If you take an average NBA offense, you're taking a starting 5 from an NBA. Not like the Thunder, but just like you're taking the Knicks. They're a little above average, but like, you know, an offense. You're playing to 11. If the offense scores, they get 1 point. No matter what they score, is 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
If the defense stops them and gets the rebound or forces a turnover, they get a point. But the offense is playing offense the whole time. You can pick any 5 NFL players to come play defense. Any in the league. Do you have any names that come to mind? And can they get stops?
And the NFL players don't have to be like defensive NFL players, right? They be on offense too.
Any NFL players.
Okay. So I need 5. Okay.
Can the 5 best NFL players stop the Knicks 11 times?
So it's game
before
to
the Knicks score 11 times.
Game to 11. Whether they hit it from the paint or the 3, it's 1 point. And my team just needs 1 point. Can I put together a 5 that could get it? I don't think so. I don't think there's a 5 that I was talking to my cousin about this the other day. Let me not say, like a couple weeks ago. The average NBA offense is fucking whooping anybody's ass. I know NFL players are ultra athletes, but they're not hoopers. Fuck, you can put Aaron Donald out there, fucking Megatron. They're getting dropped off. They're getting dropped off. So no. Well, yeah, I don't even think they're grabbing a rebound because look, if I grab the fucking if I put Calais Campbell out there, his 6'8" ass, Cat is towering over him still. So he's grabbing the board. So it's not like they're gonna grab the rebound. So no. I'm not. They're not doing it. They're not getting a stop and grabbing the rebound. It ain't happening.
I feel kind of bad saying the Knicks though, because Cash is gonna look down at his defender like I would look down at you playing against you.
Next question.
So if you said what if you went to like the Wizards?
No, I don't think there's an NBA offense that an NFL 5 is stopping. No.
Damn.
I don't think there's an NBA.
I gave him a chance saying average. You don't think there's even the bombs?
No, because in terms of just athleticism, sure, but it's like no, because there's whoever's team we pick, their center is grabbing the rebound.
Go for 30 and 30.
It's grabbing the rebound. Yeah, he's grabbing the rebound. It don't matter. I think any offense is not allowing a team of 5 NFL players to grab a board. Just don't think it's happening.
Can 11 NBA players go make a defense and get a stop in the NFL?
No, I don't think so. Get a stop, like, because they could run with a receiver. They could keep up with a receiver, but it's like they're getting ran through. Like they're getting fucking ran right through their fucking chest. So no, I'm gonna say no. No. But I think if you ask me like which is easier, like which do I see more, I think it's NFL going to the NBA.
You say game for $100 million, 1 drive. You're taking whatever offense you want versus 11 NBA players. They can't get that stop.
Give me the offense. Give me the Titans offense. Give me the Jets offense. Give me the offense. The
The
NBA is not getting.
Titans.
The NBA is not getting the stop. Cause what's their play call gonna be out there? Hey, I got him. I got him. You got him. You got. What's the fucking play call? What defense are they running?
They run
What?
it. They run the man.
Literally, what defense are they running? Nah, The offense can run some trick play that they've never seen before, and the offense is gonna go score. Nah, they're not gonna stop.
All right, normal small talk conversation, I guess.
Okay.
Since you,
Okay.
what about NBA versus NFL? If you put them on the diamond, who got a better chance to get a hit?
Ooh, I think it's the NFL. Because I'm just gonna go Kyler Murray. I'm gonna go Russell Wilson. I'm gonna go Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna go the guys that because like it translates a lot. It translates a lot more to football when you talk about playing baseball. So I think the NFL would win that.
Kyler is kind of a cheat code.
Yeah, it did. Well, you got drafted in the first round of both leagues, right? I think
Kyler was the first overall pick in the MLB.
In the MLB, yeah. So give me the NFL easily.
No, he wasn't. I think he was 10th. I think he was 10th.
Okay, give me the NFL easily.
But yeah, first. Do you think that there's any fears in your life that you've slowly outgrown? Holy shit, this guy's a fucking idiot.
So
You're just not scared of nothing.
See, that's
like
I
Mike,
don't want to make it seem like that. I'm just, I wouldn't say I was afraid, but I was kind of just a little cautious of driving. Driving was one that I was like, I was a little late to get my license, and I was like,
I was terrified.
Yeah, it's like I just don't know how people operate a vehicle and have trust in all these other cars, and it's like, bro, they could do anything. They could swerve into my lane and hit me, and it's like, but after like on being on the highway, I was scared of when I first started driving. I know that's a common one.
I wouldn't drive on the highway.
Yeah, I was purposely
like I would drive
avoiding.
an extra 25 minutes.
Oh, for sure.
Which is crazy because I love driving on the highway.
I love it. It's my favorite. I love just cruising down the highway. Like I was never afraid of like public speaking or anything like that. So I don't know if that can't be one. I don't know if I have an answer to that. I guess it really is just driving. I don't know that there was anything that I was just really fearful of that I've overcame. I guess you have an answer to that?
Kind of heights. I mean, I've gotten better with airplanes since I've been working on them for so long.
Well, I will say, I guess like approaching women, I've it wasn't a fear, but I've gotten better at it. I wasn't fucking like petrified, but I've definitely gotten worlds better at it. I think that's came with me.
Yeah, we've gotten really good at that.
I think that's game. We definitely have.
We both understand that one for sure.
For sure.
If like in a movie where there's some time travel and the guy is standing there watching his previous self, if the future Herlins was standing there watching you, like your previous 365 days or your next 365 days, I just froze to hell.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd be proud of you, or do you think he would wish that you were doing more?
If I went back 365 days?
Like just you right now.
Yeah. Oh,
like what you've been doing lately.
If future me came back to me now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you saying if I went back a year. Okay, so if me in a year came or whenever it came to me now, would he be proud? I would say so. Absolutely, I would say so. 100%. I'm working my ass off now. I already talked about it. I'm working 6 days a week now, working 11, 12-hour shifts, 6 days out the week. I'm working out 4 or 5 times a week. I'm eating better every day. So I would say 1,000% he would look at me and be like, hell yeah, Herlins. I definitely think if future me, now future me's coming back and looking at me like, what the fuck happened? Future me's a fucking 400-pounder.
What the fuck is he talking
about? 400-pounder, fucking doing nothing with his life. The future me's looking at like, bro, where'd I go wrong? But nah.
He's reminiscing about the good days. Oh, I used to be handsome.
Little do I know I'm in the good days right now. But no, I think he definitely would be proud of where I'm at. 100%.
Holy shit, you just gave me the fucking hiccups. 400-pounder, bro. Oh my gosh, you caught me off guard. Oh
There's no
my gosh.
there's no reason why a future me wouldn't be proud of for Earth.
How many situations do you think you end with closure rather than hoping something else had materialized?
Say that again.
How many situations in life do you think you get true closure rather than hoping more had materialized?
Are you asking me like personally or like just the average Joe?
God damn it. Both.
Me personally, I feel like most situations I've been in end in closure because I'm someone, whether it's like relationships or you know jobs or anything. I like to know the reason. Now there definitely are some where it's like I never got a reason or anything like that. Not that I've been fired or anything like that, but a reason why this happened or reason why someone stopped talking to me. I'm usually one to ask like, hey, that's fine. Your decision is fine, but it's like, hey, what was the reason? What happened? What led to this? So I feel like I've gotten closure in most situations that I've been in like that. But I mean, in terms of like the average American or like an average person, I think a lot of people just kind of live with the results. And that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to be someone that just like it is what it is. I just want to know why or the reason as to why something happened. So I don't want to just be like, "Oh, it happened. I'm just going to move on." I'd like to know why or what caused the situation.
You know what I want closure on?
Hmm.
I want to know how a man can play the same game every single day for like an entire year and never get any better.
Where are you going with this?
How did 20-year-old Hurlins, 20-year-old Smallz, 37-year-old Kyron, and Casey
Yeah.
Beecham, and Casey never got better.
Now
His
Casey
ass was
Casey
always
was
weak.
bad, and Kyron was in there trying to fucking just defend him for no reason.
I
Casey
think
and,
I think
and
he was just gaslighting us.
for sure, for 1,000%. And I wasn't great. I wasn't good. I was just whatever. But KC
I was
was
the goat.
bad. KC was in there fucking stinking it up. Like bad, bad. When KC got a kill, it's like, good shit, KC. Hell
Let's go,
yeah.
Casey.
Literally, like, we were talking to Mike about it the other day. Like, we fought for that our first fucking win. We played for months, or I don't know, a couple of months stretch, whatever it was. But it took us a week or a couple of weeks to get that first win. I remember we were in that like it was by a broken down building. There was like a river, a little like canal on the side of it. We won in that little canal. I remember it. It took us weeks to get that first win. We were getting off, just not getting the win. Every night it's Brady, come on, hop on. I already took my melatonin, dog. I can't get on. Then you would do
No,
that.
bro. You gotta stop that. Because it'd be fucking 4 Small, it's just one more game. I gotta be at work in 3 hours. This motherfucker not going to work until 3 p.m. Talking
Literally.
about one more game.
Not sleep until 7 a.m. Yeah. Kyron off the fucking Celsius and shit. Yeah, we was on there. Man, good old times. I was just reminiscing with Kamari and Morgan because I sent them a TikTok about MLB the Show and playing like the 3-on-3, whatever it was called, Diamond Dynasty or whatever. And man, we played that summer a couple of years ago. We were on every day till like 6 a.m. playing MLB the Show on fucking Fortnite doing that's when Only Up was going crazy and we were doing the Fortnite Only Up. Whether we were on 2K and playing fucking Pro Am or Rec or something, man. Yeah, it makes me reminisce on, I guess, the good times.
They have Mike Live, you trying to play 2K?
Absolutely. First of all, let me check if he's live. Now,
Have Mike Live, we on 2K?
dog, he's live. But look, he's playing Pro Am. He's playing Pro Am, so we can't even join. He's got a 5 already. Got a 5. So you have fun.
I thought we could get in there.
You have fun. We'll talk after. We'll talk after. But that's all you got.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, well, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Hurls and Small Show. I don't know what we talked about for however long this episode is. There definitely was a lot of yap in the beginning, the middle, and towards the end. We appreciate you guys nonetheless. We hope you guys enjoyed. And just know, for the waffle fans out there, the waffle.
Just know.
But the waffle is coming back soon. The never seen 17 GOAT just won the IC title. He's about to retire December 13th. The waffle will be back soon. It's almost time to lock in. It's almost Rumble season, so Smallz will be locking in. You know, I told he told me it's about that time for you to start locking in on college players, right? And I was like, you know what, you're probably right. And Smallz, it's about time for you to. It's about and this is your job too. It's about time for you to start locking in on the Worldwide Wrestling Federation because the waffle is coming back soon. We appreciate you guys watching and tuning in to another episode. Check out the Twitter, the TikTok, the Instagram, all those in the link in the description.
I can't wait to watch the waffle live.
What? What the fuck does that even mean?
I'll be watching you talk.
And we'll see you guys. It could be on Thursday or Friday. We'll see you guys soon. We love you. Peace.
Love y'all.